Anyone else like to share? How about you in the back with the glasses, sir?
My name's Bobby, and I am an addict.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. You know, you folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
Hey, Bobby.
These folks don't need to stop doing what they're doing. They just need to get better at it. Who's dealing?
Please.
Who's that?
Let's roll. The Friday Night Free Show has begun. The pimps, the players, the hustlers, the people of Boston, and everybody else in between, from Costa Rica to California, Montreal to Minnesota. Let's rage. CFL in-game style. Although this game is a lot different than the game was last night. Last night there was fireworks, thunder and lightning, literally and figuratively. Tonight, it's, I don't know, it's like an NFL game. It's kind of boring. The Toronto Argonauts can't get on track offensively. Saskatchewan actually looked pretty good offensively. They're doing enough to, be in control of the game, but it's not really wide open. We'll try to get a feel for this as the end game goes on, but I don't like this. I get the feeling it's like a UFC fight. It's like, UFC fights. You can tell early on in a fight if you're on the wrong side. I'm not liking the side that we're on here right now with the Toronto Argonauts. The Argonauts aren't a good comeback team either. We'll hope for the best. Still a lot of football left to be played, so I'm not tapped out yet by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm just stating we could be in a better situation right now. Yet we did hit a plus 500 to start this game, next score of the game, and I see it's up right now at plus 600 right now. Fuck, they're already on the 32-yard line, though. 2nd and 4. False start. Ah, damn, they just pulled it. I was going to say, why not? They can miss a field goal. So, yeah, we hit that at plus 500. We hit it pretty good, too. I wish I would have hit it more. Sonny Vega put $500 on it. Congrats. Sonny's been killing it. He had like $1,200 on the draw today, plus money, like at plus 1,200. Sorry, $300 at plus 1,200. Crazy day of soccer today. I don't know. We'll see if the CFL can match the insanity. Last night it was crazy. All 3 soccer games today were crazy. 11-1 right now, 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the first half. Zach Caleros in a shotgun, back to pass. Caleros under pressure, dumps it off. Messam catches it, but it's going to be tackled short of the first down. Field goal attempt coming up. A successful field goal would give Saskatchewan a 14-1 lead. So, yeah, like CFL games. Now, I didn't have the feeling last night, but I had the feeling today. I wish I would have posted. I was going to post it actually on Patreon earlier, but the odds weren't up yet early. You got to wait for it in-game. I should have just said take it. I did tweet it out before. All right, here's Lothar, field goal attempt. And the kick is good. Like betting on that prop, even in-game, we could hit this again at plus 500, plus 600. You just got to hope Buddy shanks a field goal and they don't return it. All right, so it's 14-1 right now. There's 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Time for Toronto to wake the fuck up. Like, we're going to find out a lot about this football game right now. We're going to find a lot out about this game right now. Saskatchewan have come to play tonight. I'll give them credit. Zach Caleros is a good quarterback. He was real good 2 years ago, but he was injured last year. He didn't play. He sort of struggled in preseason a bit, but you can't really take anything from CFL preseasons. And conversely, the Argos had a good, crisp camp. And here they are. I was a little concerned. I even said on the radio today the Argos would stumble early, but I didn't expect them to be this sort of rusty. They didn't play their starters at all in the preseason. All right, they run a reverse. All right, nice reverse run right there. Jackson pops one for like 20. That might get them going a little bit. Let's go, Toronto. The Argos offense, like I said, they're not really like built to come back. They're not, they're not like a run and shoot. Oh, hurry up. But Ricky Ray really is good. They're systematic. All right, Ricky Ray dumps it off. See, it's the thing. Like, the Argos don't hit a lot of They don't hit a lot of deep down the field plays, this team. They ran the ball on first down there. They've run the ball 2 times in a row. They feel as if though the passing attack just isn't working for them. So we'll keep our eye on this game. Big Man on Campus is going to join us. Big Man on Campus will join us at about 11 o'clock Eastern. Mick Aussie, as usual, later. Big catch. SJ Green with a big catch. Mick Aussie will talk some AFL, and, of course, Australia play France at 6 a.m. Ooh. This morning was 8 a.m. 6 a.m. That's 3 o'clock for those of you on the West Coast, which, you know, you guys can just stay up, but then you're going to have to stay up, you know, until pretty early in the morning to watch all the games. Ricky Ray, you're under trouble here. Fuck me. Fuck. See, there he goes making a big play. Ricky Ray fucking goes down. You got to dump that ball off, Ricky. What's up, Ghetto? Yeah, it starts at 6 a.m., so I don't know how people are going to handle it. Look, last night we were up till late. I woke up this morning for the Uruguay game, but I fell asleep, and then I woke up with a couple of minutes left. Ricky Ray going deep. And he misses his guy, of course. Why wouldn't he? Fuck me, man. It's been a frustrating day. It's been an up and down frustrating day in which the Uruguay game was frustrating because they struggled so much, and we have a lot invested in them. But they pulled out the victory, and it's all that really counts in the end. I lost the 1.5 prop. I fucking crushed that Morocco-Iran game, but I had a fucking no goal scored in the game prop at plus 200 that got shattered with a heartbreaker with like whatever you guys saw it. Then I got careless in the Portugal-Spain game. I lost a bunch of props and totals, but we had the draw, so that saved us. But then Bet365 didn't pay us. Fuck. And then I missed getting in a couple of baseball games. It's been a fucking roller coaster day. And I had a bad feeling about this game as this football game started. I have a bad feeling now. It's pissing me off. Now, you know, Ghetto, soccer has totally changed now. It's a game-by-game basis. But generally, you got to be careful. Like, I knew today, basically Morocco and Iran, neither of these teams gave up like 2 goals combined in their last 12 games or something. You know, like they don't give up a lot of goals. Fumble. Trey Mason, former Auburn Tiger. Remember him? St. Louis Rams. He's on Saskatchewan Roughriders. He just fumbled. Yeah, Uruguay struggled overtime. I know Egypt are a scrappy team, but Luis Suarez didn't play well today. They missed opportunities. Listen, it's the first game. It doesn't matter. They won the game. They move on. It is what it is. Well, they haven't moved on yet, but it is what it is. We'll take it. Ricky Ray, back to pass. Again, he goes down. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? This, that's the thing with Ricky Ray. I'm getting a bad, flashback memory now with this guy. He's, either really, really good or really bad. And right now he's really bad. Every goddamn motherfucking play, he fucking drops back, looks around, and gets sacked. It's like, bro, you've been in the league 15 years. Fuck. Throw the ball away. He got tripped up by a fucking lineman's leg. But seriously, fuck is he unathletic. Everything's so deliberate and slow. He doesn't zip the ball. Fuck. He's good, but all right, back to pass. Little dump. 2nd and 18. What the fuck was that? Fuck me, man. Yeah, so, yeah, it's been a roller coaster of a day. We'll see what happens here. There's 8 seconds left here. Field goal attempt coming up. How far is the attempt? Oh, it's a chip shot. 35-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is good. 14-4 right now. 14-4. Hey, the Argos are in this game. And I've been watching the CFL a long time, guys. And I'll tell you what, there's a correlation here between this. If you guys remember years ago, the Montreal Alouettes beat the Saskatchewan Roughriders in the Grey Cup. What's up, Pittsburgh Brew? So, yeah, Saskatchewan played the Montreal Alouettes in the Grey Cup years ago. And remember, it came down to the final field goal. And the Montreal Alouettes, fucking Damon Duval, my buddy, kicked the field goal and he missed it. And Saskatchewan was going to win the Grey Cup. And they had too many men on the field. So the Montreal Alouettes got a second attempt at the field goal. And the second time he did not miss it. And they won the Grey Cup. Now, the next year, the first game of the season was the Montreal Alouettes at the Saskatchewan Roughriders. And I vividly remember it that it was like a big revenge spot for the Riders, and they were talking about it and how it killed them. And so the fucking Riders in that game, they came out. I remember they were kicking the shit out of the Alouettes. And I remember the Alouettes never used to come back either in the old days. And sure enough, the Alouettes fucking came back in the second half and beat them again. And Saskatchewan was like crushed, which leads me into this, in which last year in the Eastern Division Finals, Saskatchewan was leading all fucking game. They ended up losing to the Toronto Argonauts. The Argonauts went on to win the Grey Cup. The Saskatchewan Roughriders kept talking about this the last couple of days, about how they remember that last drive and fucking it's payback time this week. I almost get this feeling the same thing that's going to happen, and history is going to repeat itself again. And Saskatchewan's all part. Like, honestly, if you think about this, the Saskatchewan Roughriders just played pretty much about a perfect half of football. Yeah, they could have been a little bit better on offense. They missed a field goal, but, you know, they were pretty crisp on offense. They moved the ball. You know, they're up 14-4. Their defense is flying around, causing Ricky Ray problems. Yet, they're only up 10 points right now. That turnover was big. For fuck's sakes, a touchdown would have been nice right there. But as we saw last night in the CFL, 10 points is nothing. You know, 8 points, 10 points, whatever. Shit can turn in a hurry in the CFL. So I think Saskatchewan just played pretty good. I don't know if they can keep that tempo up. And then conversely, on the second part of this, the other side of this is the Toronto Argonauts played like fucking crap. They didn't play their starters at all in the preseason. Like, they didn't even put them in uniform. So a lot of these guys, you know, they played in practice and shit, but now they're going to get their legs under them a little bit here. And then conversely, my last point about this, why I think the Argonauts are not done, is that Mark Trestman is a great coach. Mark Trestman is going to know, okay, this isn't working. They're getting to Ricky Ray here. Let's do this. They're going to shake things up. You know, like, you know, the fact is, 10 points, they're lucky. The way this game is gone, this game, it feels like it's like 24-3 or something like that. Saskatchewan's been all over them. The crowd's into it. It's loud. It's crazy. And, the Argonauts are fucking stumbling and bumbling around, but they're really only a player or two away from taking a lead in this game and getting into this shit. Listen, they're plus 270 on the money line. I already have the Argos, and unfortunately, an uncomfortable amount. Whatever. I'm not going to lose my limbs, but I'm in on the Argos in this game bigger than I'd like to be right now. Only because it's losing. If it was winning, I'd be like, I should have put more. I should have fucking put more on that prop. When I saw Sonny put 500 too, I was like, man, I told Sonny to take it. And he goes, I did. Here's 500 on it. I was like, man, it's going to win now for sure. And I better put something on it. So, and then lo and behold, while I'm watching the game, and I was like, you know what? It really is going to hit. Like, I was basically sitting here knowing it was going to hit Sonny. I was like, this is going to hit any minute now. And when Buddy punted it, I was like, man, he's a little far, fuck. It's almost like my long field goal prop. I was like, man, he needs to be like fucking just a couple of yards closer and he can boot it into the end zone. The only thing is with that prop is the punter doesn't want to put it in the end zone. This is where, we can make money if we can manipulate. We don't need to throw games, but we just get to a fucking CFL punter. And we basically tell him, listen, bro, we just need you a couple of times a game to fucking accidentally boot it through the end zone instead of the old coffin corner. That's a good question, Murkowski. I don't know. I believe the Toronto Argonauts get the ball in the second half. I think the Argos will be better. All right, so this is the bet, gentlemen. You know what? Scared money never wins. If you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, call a fucking hotline. Oh, I'm scared. I'm watching Gabe Morency and I'm scared. If you're scared, call a fucking hotline. Go watch fucking, the Wendy Williams show and call a hotline. Pop some Ritalin and then get the fuck out of here. Scared money never wins. We must step up and like last night. There's no adversity. You know what Vince Lombardi used to tell his Green Bay Packers? There's no adversity in getting knocked down or no shame in getting knocked down. The only shame is staying down. Same as Bill Walsh with the 49ers, the great Bill Walsh. He used to tell the 49ers all the time, doesn't matter if we lose a game. He goes, when we lose a game, we lose a game. But he goes, I don't like losing 2 games in a row. And that's the way you got to think about it with betting. And it's easy to get on tilt. I got on tilt today during that Portuguese game, man. But we got saved. We'll get into that in a few minutes because I had the draw. I've had some really good bets today, and I've had some pretty stupid bets today. But it's sort of paid off. Like, I've been rolling the dice with a lot of stupid props recently. Plus money and stuff, taking a shot. And it hit tonight, but I was in a bad mood. And Bet365 didn't help my mood. I was going to call and yell at them. I was on the radio today. I was fucking pissed, but I knew they knew they were wrong. So it was just a matter of time. When I called, there was this hot-sounding chick on the phone. She's like, oh, I know, sir. We're going to fix it. But it took them forever, and I didn't get some bets in that I wanted to. Very, very frustrating. I told myself, don't get angry about it, but now I'm getting angry about it. So the whole point is here, you lose a couple of bets, you get frustrated about things. All right, let's take a deep breath. I think maybe we need to blaze one. Look, last night that CFL game was fucking, it was looking like, you know, it was all over the place for us. And we said, you know what, let's jump in and hammer this over 60.5 on the air. And we did. And, you know, hey, it took a fucking late touchdown and a 2-point conversion to get it, but we got it. So right now, it's a similar situation. We need to take a deep breath and attack this second half properly here. And, you know, there's other things to play. We can play baseball. The Dodgers are already up 1-0. Fucking Dodgers were too big of favorites. I parlayed them with the fucking Indians. God, I hate the Cleveland Indians. Like, I really do hate that fucking team. Like, I'm so sick of them fucking my parlays up. Dustin Johnson's going to win the U.S. Open. You can get Dustin Johnson like -140 now. I told you Tommy Fleetwood, and Tommy Fleetwood's fucking lingering, actually, but he's not going to win. Dustin Johnson's going to win, man. Dustin doesn't fuck around. Like it's all or nothing with Dustin Johnson. So the Dodgers are up 1-0 right now. There's nothing you can do with this. They're -500. They were too big of favorites to trust to lay that price against their rivals. D-backs are up 1-0. Angels are up 2-0. Really, you know what? It's this football game right now. The Seattle Storm are up on the Connecticut Sun. Last week, I was like 9-3 in the WNBA, but I lost my mojo. All right. I like the Toronto Argonauts in the second half. Toronto Argonauts in the second half. I believe the Argos, you know, they might lose this game, but I think they make a game of it. Let's get it. Argos, -2.5, second half.
Anyone else like to share? How about you in the back with the glasses, sir?
My name's Bobby, and I am an addict.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. You know, you folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You are here
because you bet on the Argos.
Gamblers. Hey, Bobby. These folks don't need to stop doing what they're doing. They just need to get better at it. Who's dealing? Please. Who's that?
All right, Bobby. We always have to ask ourselves, would Bobby Riggs approve of this wager? That's the new way to approach things. The religion of Bobby Riggs. Would Bobby Riggs approve of this second half wager of the Toronto Argonauts -2.5? And you know what Bobby Riggs would say? Bobby Riggs would say they're the defending champions. They're down by 10. Hey, we can now lose the game by 7.5 points. We're now +7.5 in the game. And Bobby Riggs would say, you know what? I played cards with Mark Trestman once. He's a hell of a coach. And we don't need to win the game, man. We just need to win this game. So no, we got 7 points. 7.5, whatever. Fucking, they're down by 10 and it's 2.5. So we got to win the second half by 3 points. 7 points. We're +7 in the game suddenly. That's the play. That's the play. That's the play. The Toronto Argonauts +7.5 in game or -2.5, whatever. Either way, second, you know, if you don't have in game and you got a second half line, lay the 2.5 or take the 7.5. It's the same thing. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Thanks, Mally. But I really didn't kill the World Cup today. I really didn't. I did and I didn't. You know what I mean? I had some good picks, but I'm not going to lie. I got careless with. I got careless. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put up my entire account on this. Let's go. Let's raise it up a notch. Fuck. once again.
Anyone else like to share? How about you in the back with the glasses, sir?
My name is Gabby, and I'm an addict.
Hey, buddy.
You know, you folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
You know, you folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You folks are here because you're betting on CFL football. All right, Mark Trestman. I just fucking stated my reputation in front of the world on the internet right now for you, Mark Trestman. And people pay attention. You know what, man? I got a tweet fucking the other day, 2 days ago. I got a tweeter yesterday from a guy in Cuba. A guy in Cuba fucking winning money in the CFL. He said, I just want to let you know you have a Cuban fan. And now I'm betting on the CFL in Cuba. I woke up this morning to tweets from people telling me, you know what, Morency, I don't even follow the CFL, but I was watching your show last night, and I heard you talking about the Edmonton Eskimos were going to come back and win the game, even though they were down by 8. So I took them plus 265 on the money line, and I fell asleep when I woke up to a win. Thank you. See, people are globally paying attention and listening here. And I just went out on a limb for you, Mark Trestman, so let's go. And Ricky Ray, I'm worried about. But the thing is, this new bet that we just took here, is we're plus 7.5 in game. Yeah, it's better if we win the game, but hey, we're plus 7.5 suddenly. We just need the Argos not to get blown the fuck out here and show some fucking life here in the second half, man. Positivity. Cuba, New York, same thing. Bronx, New York, Cuba, whatever. Good stuff, Pittsburgh Brew. We should get you on. We'll get you on our shows to talk boxing whenever you're free if you want. I didn't know if you were hiding in anonymity. Okay, so we're on the you send me, I don't know you're on Twitter, Pittsburgh Brew. I don't know your contacts or anything. If you follow me on Twitter or something, I'll send you a message. We'll send you a link to talk boxing here sometime. So listen, we just took the Toronto Argonauts plus the 7.5, minus 2.5. Big man on campus will join us in about 25 minutes. We'll get into the World Cup. So as we saw this morning, Uruguay, listen, they weren't terrible. They just didn't bury their chances. Egypt are a tough team. Egypt, you know, we're playing not to fucking lose. Uruguay ends up getting it done. We bet over 1.5 goals scored, which didn't happen. All right, the Argonauts get the ball first. Saskatchewan is kicked off. The Morocco-Iran game was fucking crazy. Now, congratulations to the Iranians. You know, it's nice to see them win. They haven't won in 20 years in the World Cup. I have no problem with Iran or Iranian soccer, but you know, I'm surprised they don't do better in the Summer Olympics. I know they don't really, you know, have a big Olympic program, but you guys would dominate the fucking the pool, man. You're great divers, fucking Iran, man. You guys are fucking diving around, man. Worse than LeBron James. It was like fucking 11 LeBron Jameses out there. And man, fucking Iran wasted like 15 minutes of the game. They only added 6 minutes of extra time. It was fucking bullshit. You know, Iran today became the first team. Iran became the first team today. But I'll be honest, I was happy because I had no goal in the game. So I was like, good. Even the announcer said 6 minutes extra time. He goes, yeah, it could have been much more. Yeah, no shit, it could have been much more. I was like, perfect. They only got 6 minutes of extra time. They're not going to score. I should have cashed out. I didn't. Like, I'm not blaming Iran. You know, soccer players died. It is what it is. But Iran became the first team since 1966 in the World Cup. 2nd and 7. Ricky Ray scrambling. He's running for it. He's got the first down. I like what I see already. So yeah, Iran became the first team. They became the first team in the World Cup since 1966 to win a fucking game without having a shot on goal in the second half. They didn't have a shot. They didn't have a shot on goal. They didn't have a shot. like they didn't shoot. They didn't shoot. They had a corner kick, and the guy on Morocco, for some, and I don't know, for reasons known only to him, decided to fucking score on his own net. Like I get own goals. I get it. Oh fuck, it's an accident. Like remember the guy in Colombia years ago that got killed for it after. But that's a misconception. He didn't get killed. Like people think he got shot when he got off the plane. That's not what happened. But he just ended up getting murdered after by chance. So, yeah, but even that was sort of fluky. Like fluky own goals will happen where it's like, oh shit, it bounced off my own guy, and no one really blames the guy for it. This guy, it was like a perfect header. It was like, dude, like, were you trying to score? Like, you do that a million times, you don't see that fight. Like the guy fucking headed it like he was a forward into the net. Like it was one of the most baffling things I've ever seen in my life. And of course it happened with like 10 seconds left of the 6 minutes of extra time, right after the whistle blows. Fucking Iran's running around on the field like crazy. Second and 7, Ricky Ray. Little short, but they should go for it. Yeah, the guy on Columbia that got killed, he was out at a bar, fuck. I don't think it was 2 days later. It was like a month later or something. He was out at a bar, and someone brought it up to him and shit, and he got into a fight. It's not like he got whacked, you know? They even said, too, that, he didn't back away from it and stuff. So I guess he melted off to the wrong people. All right, third and 1. Let's go. I think he barely got it, fuck. Maybe. It's fucking close, man. These fucking idiots, fuck. How hard is it to get fucking 1 yard in the CFL, man, when the other team's got to line up a yard off the ball? Looking at the spot, I think they barely got it. Like, barely. I'm not sure, though. Here come the sticks. Fuck me. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. I have a good eye. I noticed. I was like, they got it by the inch of the football. Good. You know what? I got to give credit. I shouldn't give credit because every time I give credit to the refs, they always fuck me. But the CFL refs, they've done a nice job. They were good last night. They did a good job last year. The quality's really improved in the referee. Like, I was looking at the spot, and that was a damn accurate spot. I saw the fucking linesman come in. He wasn't fucking around. He was like, right here, right here. And I was like, good spot. I wasn't going to bitch about the spot. I thought they just got it. Ricky Ray back to pass. Dumps it off. It's caught, but it would have been better off if it wasn't. Fuck. Man, you guys are too conservative. Fuck. Like this dink and dunk shit consistently. I mean, they know what's coming. I mean, it's the thing with the Argos offense. It's so slow. It's like, Ricky Ray drops back to pass. It takes a long time to develop. Oh, I'm going to throw a little screen pass here. Yeah, you and fucking everyone else in the stadium knows this, buddy. There's fucking 3 fucking green jerseys waiting for him. Fuck off. They fucking move down the field, and then they fucking this bullshit. Fuck. What's up, Lucas? Nice to see Lucas supporting the game in New York. So then the Spain-Portugal game. Shitty punt. Good coverage. Shitty spot. Come on, ref. The spot's off by like 4 yards. See, I swear to God, as soon as I give this motherfucker credit, fuck. Yeah, so the Spain-Portugal today was a wild ride, to say the motherfucking least. And I tell you what, that's why, I'm an idiot, man. I fucking knew. I thought it was going to be 2-2. I knew it was going to be a draw. I bet on a draw. I told you guys. I posted it. Draw. I said it's going to be a draw. And I knew it was going to be a fucking draw, man. But I knew 2-2. I don't know why I just didn't bet the over and bet to both teams, and I would have made good money with the prop, like with the goal scored. And I had a fucking feeling it would open up. And I kept chasing unders in-game, and I got out of sorts in that. I got saved by the draw late. I had under 8.5 corner kicks. But, listen, I know Cristiano Ronaldo is a very polarizing guy. He's like LeBron James. It's a lot like LeBron. Is he media hype? Is he really one of the greatest of all time? Is he just the best of sort of the modern era? I mean, you ask any serious soccer fan, and they don't think Ronaldo's better than Messi, right? But it's sort of like Beckham. David Beckham was the most popular and famous soccer player in the world, but he wasn't the best player in the world. He was fucking good-looking. Chicks liked him, and he was good. But he wasn't the best player in the world. Ronaldo's different. Ronaldo's on another level than Beckham was, obviously. But, like I've always thought, like you look at Ronaldo, and a lot of his goals, you know what I mean? He stands around a lot. He doesn't play. He doesn't get back. You know what I mean? He fucking sort of stands around and he buries a fucking shot in the box or a penalty kick. He's got great skill, and his consistency is unbelievable. I like Ronaldo. I'm a Ronaldo fan, so I'm not anti-Ronaldo. But, overall, from a complete game, he's not the best player in the world. Yet today, what he did today, and only the third goal, because the first goals were so Ronaldo-like. Right, the first one's a penalty kick. Anyone's going to score on a penalty kick. No pressure earlier in the game, boom. So he buries the penalty kick. The second goal, I would have stopped. He wasn't even trying to score. The second goal, he wasn't even trying to score. He sort of flicked it at the fucking net, and the fucking goalie fucking pulled a Bill Buckner. Like, it was a horrible goal. It wasn't like, oh my God, what skill from Ronaldo. He just fucking fired it. It's like a hockey player flicking it at the net on a shift change. Ronaldo was sort of screwed. He was like, all right, let me just sort of kick it at the net. He did, and it went in. But the thing is, the third goal to me cements his legacy. Like, that's the best goal he's ever scored, in my opinion. In the World Cup against Spain to get the draw on a fucking free kick in which he fucking, like I said today, forget about bend it like Beckham, curve it like Cristiano. Fucking that fucking curve, fucking shot, fucking. I couldn't believe it. Right before he did it, I was thinking, you know what? I think he can score, man. I told Cam, I said, I think he can do this. I said, it's fucking, because he asked me, he said, you think he can score? I said, I think he can, actually. I think he can. I said, but it's going to be tough, man. Fucking, and the ball went up. I was like, oh my fucking God, he did it. Oh boy, here we're getting in. Well, listen, I can sit here and yell at people when we talk about NBA, who's the best basketball players. I've watched a lot of them. I'm not qualified to sit here I'm not qualified to sit here and debate who the best soccer players of all time are in the same way. I've watched soccer my whole life. I used to go to a lot of soccer. I've seen Pele play live. I've seen Franz Beckenbauer play live. So to me, listen, when you say who the best soccer player of all time is, it's Pele. Pele is like the Muhammad Ali of, he's the guy. Is he the most technically skilled guy ever? I don't know. Diego Maradona is not the greatest of all time. Pele is the greatest of all time. What, Maradona's fucking illegal goal? Fuck, the hand of God? Maradona was a great player, but he's not Pele. Meet Your Girl for the Night has raised it up a notch to Sandy Hook and Parkland conspiracies. Bye-bye. Ricky Ray scrambling, throwing. Out of bounds. Fuck, man. The fucking Argos just can't get anything fucking going. It's not a catch. Fucking Argos, man. The Argos defense makes plays. It's just the offense. Come on, Ricky Ray. Figure it the fuck out, man. And we're going to get a single. Yes. Fuck, we should have bet on it right there. The greatest American player. Yeah, I don't know. If you ask Alexi Lawless, he'll tell you Alexi Lawless. My boy Paul Gascoigne. Remember Paul Gascoigne? Rui Costa. I'm looking at a list here. Top 100 players of all time. For me personally, I'm thinking like who I saw Pele live with the New York Cosmos. For me, the best players I've seen, Pele, Beckenbauer was real good. Now, I'm not saying this guy's the best player ever, but to me, he's one of the best players ever, is Zidane. Messi's right up there, too. Messi's on another fucking level of fucking craziness. Yeah, Eusebio, the Portuguese guy. Platini. Beckenbauer. Ronaldo. Not Cristiano Ronaldo, but Ronaldo. Ronaldo, who plays poker online now, Ronaldo. Garrincha. Bobby Charlton. Marco van Basten. Zidane is 12th on this list. Yeah, Ronaldo, the other Ronaldo, Brazil's Ronaldo was fucking good. I remember him in his fight. I remember that shit. He was on the he was the one. He was on the team that beat Baggio. Baggio, no. Baggio, no. Style says no player comes close to Ronaldo or Messi. I hate to tell you, buddy, but there were players that played before. No, Pele, I'm not talking about the best club player. Fucking Pele is the best soccer player of all time. All right? He's the most famous soccer player of all time for a reason. He's the Muhammad Ali. He's the legend. There's only one Pele. You know what I mean? There's a reason. There's one word, one name, Pele. It's like Jordan. Gretzky. There's certain people, Ali. There's one name. No one knows what Pele's first fucking name is. Fuck. His name is Pele. Yeah, Cruyff is number 1 on the list, actually. No, he's number 1, Yura. Surprisingly, he's ranked ahead of Pele on this list. Anyone that's arguing who Pele played with, Pele played in the fucking 50s and 60s and shit. In the 60s and shit. Like, Freddie Adu was a teenage phenom, but never translated as an adult. Too much pressure, too much too soon, too early. George Best was 32nd on the list, Justin Mills. This is just, it's not a lock and stone list. Like, we could check another list. Fucking Argos just can't get anything going offensively. It's really starting to frustrate me. Here's another list that's more sort of scientific. 5 factors taken into account when ranking all-time football players: talent and ability, success, trophies, longevity, fear factor, individual brilliance. Pele, number 1. Lionel Messi, number 2. Man, Ricky Ray is just fucking running for his fucking life. This is a fucking train wreck, this game. I just went massive on this shit, too. Number 3, Diego Maradona. Number 4, Cristiano Ronaldo. 5, Zidane. It's clearly more of a modern list. 6, Beckenbauer. 7, Alfredo Di Stefano. Johan Cruyff, Michel Platini, Xavi Hernandez, I'm seeing various different lists here. Pele's number one on every motherfucking list. You know, man, the Argos defense keeps making plays and 2 and out, 2 and out, 2 and out. The Argos defense gets the Saskatchewan offense off the field consistently, and then they don't do anything with it. It's getting to be fucking frustrating. The clock's just ticking away. We're stuck at 14-4, and she's pretty cute. We're stuck at 14-4. That's the thing about these CFL games out west and shit. You'll see hot girls with like really sort of goofy dudes. I got to move to a smaller town. And they get the first down barely, of course, fuck, by inches. Fuck me, Toronto. You guys asked who Canada's best soccer player ever was. I believe someone asked that. It's Brian Budd. I'd say it's Brian Budd, who I actually worked with at the Score a bit. Unfortunately, he passed away when I was there. Fucking Saskatchewan's moving the ball now. Yeah, Brian Budd. Pretty crazy. He didn't even start playing. He didn't even play soccer until he was 19. He was a competitive swimmer as a teenager, and he was training to be a figure skater, in which he quit figure skating at age 14. He didn't focus on soccer until he was 19 years old. He then went on to play 7 seasons in the North American Soccer League with the Vancouver Whitecaps and the Colorado Caribou, Toronto Blizzard. Budd was a member of the Canadian national soccer team. He scored 2 goals and 7 caps, including a goal against the Americans in a 1978 World Cup qualifying match. Now, this is where it gets real crazy with Brian Budd. From 1977 to 1979, Budd won 3 straight superstar competitions. From 1977 to 1979, Budd won 3 straight Canadian superstar competitions. His Canadian victories earned Budd a spot in those years in the annual World Superstars contest produced by ABC Sports Wild World of Sports, which Brian Budd won each time. He won 3 times in a row. He won so much that ABC Sports imposed a rule that 3-time champions were no longer invited back. It became known as the Budd Rule. People believe Budd, the rule was created because Budd wasn't well known to an American audience on ABC, and they didn't like him winning every year. Like, he beat fucking Tony Dorsett and shit. If you look up, like, the Superstars competitions from those days, like, top athletes, man. He won 3 years in a row. The guy was a stud athlete, this guy. He just dropped dead one day. He drank a lot of beer. Yeah, poor Brian Budd. Nice guy. Colorado Caribou jerseys. And the field goal is good. That's not good. So we're losing the second half now, 3-1. We've got 1 point. They've got 3. We're at -2.5. We're hanging around. Like, if the Argos defense is doing their job. Man, I've been flying too close to the sun too much. I just fucking went big on this game in game. Man, I don't even need you guys to win. Fuck, for fuck's sakes, just score a fucking touchdown. All right, pass for the Argos. Go, go. I want to see let's see, where is he? Fuck. I wanted to see who he beat when he beat him, but it was fucking nuts. Like, I met the dude, and someone told me, they're like, yeah, man, this guy won the fucking ABC Superstars competition 3 years in a row. And I remembered him. I remember watching him as a kid. He was like a pasty white fucking Canadian dude. And he's like, yeah, I beat Tony Dorsett. He's like, he went down the list. Like, he beat Tony Dorsett, fucking Ronaldo Nehemiah, fucking, he beat all these fucking like world-class athletes and shit. He fucking loved winning. He won a lot of money. It says here he won $170,000 over the years on Superstar. It's a lot of money in the late 70s, fuck, $170K for a Canadian soccer player that's playing on the Vancouver Whitecaps, you know? All right. Well, we got through the first hour without blazing one. Now it's time. Now the stress is kicking in here. And to be honest with you, I'm out of fucking rolling papers. I thought I had another pack here. It's a problem. I only realized like 2 minutes before the show started. All right, so we'll get to tomorrow's soccer games. Big Man on Campus is going to join us in a couple of minutes here. France and Australia in the morning. I think what we learned today from the World Cup is we don't know shit. Fuck. Who fucking knows? Even though, you know what, we did well today, so we know something. But, you know, one of the games will be crazy. One of them, you know, will be low scoring. Listen, I think Peru and Denmark's the low scoring one. I think France could fucking put a crooked number up. Australia are good, but Australia don't play great defense. And at least in the Australian league, it's not really a defensive league. They're kind of sloppy. France is pretty explosive. I can see France potentially scoring 3 goals. You know what I mean? Wouldn't shock me. Ricky Ray back to pass. Completes it. 1st and 10. A little short of the first down. It's going to be 2nd and 1 or so. Man, guys in the CFL have the best last names. Fuck. Fogg. Last night there was a dude. Who was the other guy? It was Fogg. Was it Jackal or something? There was another dude. This guy on Saskatchewan, the DB, his last name is Hurl. I'm going to hurl. Hurl. The best was fucking Tom Canada. that played for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. His last name was fucking Canada. Like on the back of the jersey, it said Canada. And the crazy thing is, he wasn't even Canadian. The guy was actually from like fucking Idaho or something like that. And his last name happened to be Canada. And he was a linebacker in a Canadian Football League. Like, and a pretty good one, too. Oh. Flag down on the play, though. Big play, Ricky Ray. Big play, Ray. Let's get this big play, Ray. Ricky. Lucy, I'm home. Remember the Simpsons? Jeez, you hit her pretty hard there, Ricky. Get it in the fucking end zone. Another flag on the play. This better be offside, Saskatchewan. If you guys go backwards and don't score a touchdown here, I'm going to fucking, like, I'm going to hurl. James Franklin. Yeah, Saskatchewan offside. James, if you guys are American football college fan, you guys remember James Franklin, former Missouri Tiger quarterback. Pretty good at Missouri, too. Touchdown. Barely, but he's in. Boom. We're back in this game, boys. We're back in this game. Bear Woods. Yeah, Bear Woods is a stud. He's on the Argonauts now. Bear Woods played his college ball at for Troy, I believe. Troy, yeah. Remember, he was at Troy. He was in the Sun Belt, that crazy hair and shit. Was he Arkansas State? I want to say Troy, though. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Bear Woods was a Troy Trojan. If he, I'd bet he was a Troy Trojan. He wasn't a Troy Trojan. He was a fucking Arkansas State. Let's get this shit. 17-12 now. We're not there. We're not home yet, guys, but we're in this game. We got something going here.
There's a viewing party for today's game next door. So I'm going to meet up while I finish getting ready. As a surprise, yeah.
There's a viewing party. Yeah, a viewing party.
Hey, I'm Natasha. I heard the game. Is there room for one more fan?
Like I said today on Twitter, show up at Natasha's fucking house from TSN. Fuck, knock on her door with some McCain wedges. See if she lets you. Say, hey, I heard there was a party here. Can I come in?
Share something good.
Every detail of a master is crafted.
She's going to be calling the police.
From inside out, we take inspiration from you, the driver, to create vehicles that body as well as your soul. So thank you for 50 years in Canada.
It's just a dumb act. It's awkward. Like, what, you know, Natasha's not showing up at your door with any wedges. Nobody wants anyone showing up at their door. No one's, you know what I mean? What about the guy's girlfriend? You see, like, the guy's got a girlfriend in the ad, too. Natasha's showing up. It's like, hey, honey, is it okay if our neighbor joins us for a threesome? She brought McCain wedges. Tell her, listen, I don't care about your wedges, but if you suck my wedge, I'll let you in. Should make a t-shirt. Suck my wedge. The old wedging. the old wedge. The old wedge special. Fucking Mick tonight. So Mick's getting into it. People know now out there that watch the show know that Mick gets upset about Peyton Manning. So our boy Darsh in Vancouver was going after Mick hard today. And I guess it got personal. Shit. Because I saw Mick apologize. All right, I shouldn't have said that. I think Darsh called Mick a scumbag. He said only a scumbag would defend Peyton Manning. He said Peyton Manning's a scumbag and so are his fans. The thing is, Darsh is a Tom Brady fan. So Darsh was like, I heard Morency the other day talking about how if this was Tom Brady who teabagged someone, it would be a big deal. And it's true. The old Tennessee teabag. And then Mick is tweeting about how Australia is going to beat those French frogs. So I had to explain to Mick. I told him, listen, Mick, you're Australian. I said, Mick, I said, you're Australian, so I'm going to give you a pass on this. But I said, don't be tweeting out fucking that France are a bunch of frogs, all right? He's like, well, what do you mean? You're getting soft. I was like, I said, just trust me. Don't do it. He's like, no, my girlfriend said it's okay. He actually said, I asked my girlfriend if it's offensive, and she said it isn't. I said, it is. Yeah, Pittsburgh Brew, yeah, when Asia, Europe. Yeah, we'll tell you about the Asia handicap. His girlfriend's Dutch. He's like, my girlfriend's Dutch. She said it's okay. I'm like, I don't see how you thinking your girlfriend is Dutch. Like, he means no harm, Mick. Mick's a good guy. Exactly, Shadow. Mick's girlfriend's from Europe, and they all hate each other. Exactly, Ghetto. That's what I'm saying, Ghetto. Mick goes, no, it's okay. My girlfriend's Dutch, and I checked with her. Like, I responded back on Twitter. I'm like, your girlfriend's wrong. Okay, your girlfriend's wrong. It's like, no. It's like us talking about like Dutch and German shit. I can't tell a Dutch person what's offensive or not. And then, of course, Drew's got to come on. It's not offensive. It's like, you're not from Quebec. Like, it's always other people that are telling other people not to be offended about things. It's like, oh, it's not offensive. Like, white people are the kings of that, telling other people what to be offended and what not to be offended about. Yes. Yes, Jameson. Yes. See, predictions guy is in fucking Europe. It is a great example. It's not the N-word. It's not the N-word, but it's like you said for like, you know, an Hispanic or it's a fucking slur. It's a slur. There's no disputing it. Like, I'm not going to argue it. It's a fucking slur. Exactly. So predictions guy, I'm going to cut a little slack to because look, predictions guy is in England. And you know, right? I'm sure you call them frogs in England and you're not saying it in a nice way, right? Let's just be real. Exactly. It's an insult. There's no two ways around it. That's why Mick's a good guy. Mick's not like that. So that's why I told Mick. I know you're getting in the spirit of the World Cup, Mick, but don't be tweeting that shit. And then, of course, other people are telling him, it's okay, Mick. It's okay. Fuck political correctness. Fuck off. Big play for fucking Saskatchewan. 17-12. All right, 10 minutes left. We need to stop. Saskatchewan are moving the ball suddenly on us. They're running the ball. Yeah, Big Man's going to join us at about 11:30 or so. Yeah, it's all right, Big Man. We're sweating out this CFL game now anyways. And fuck, man. 2nd and 4. We really need to stop on this play. Come on, come on. Yes. Good defense. Good defense. Let's go, Toronto. Yeah, so speaking of which, so I don't know what you guys think about the game tomorrow. I've got France in a parlay already. I'm trying to show a new patience and bet like prolonged parlays through days. So I have an Edmonton Eskimo, New York Yankee parlay from last night with the back end with France right now. So I just need France to win against Australia. They probably win by more than 1.5, but I don't know, man. Soccer's weird. Fuck. The World Cup's crazy. I think, listen, if you take France and Argentina tomorrow, parlay together, it's like minus 140. That was a shit-ass joint. The fucking glue, like, is all, like... It's a real problem, man. I don't know what happened. Either, like, they don't really put 100 fucking papers in a pack of papers anymore, or I smoke a lot. I don't know. I'm either smoking them, like, faster. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like I'm buying a pack of papers every 2 days or something. Come on, Ricky Ray. What a catch. Nice catch. Armonte Edwards, the kid that fucking beat my Michigan Wolverines that I'm wearing right now. You remember when App State, remember when Appalachian State beat the Michigan Wolverines? Armonte Edwards was the quarterback for App State. He's now a wide receiver on the Toronto Argonauts. He's pretty good, too. He's not a star or anything, but he's decent. He makes plays. Number 19 here. This is the star player, S.J. Green. He's like the go-to wide receiver. 2nd and 4, 17-12. Argonauts on their own 45-yard line. Ricky Ray in a shotgun. Offense. Argo's offense has been clunky all night. They're starting to get a little bit of rhythm now, you can see. They hand it off, a draw play, and it's successful. Nice play call. Nice play call, coach. Like it. Like it. Nice play call. Let's keep it moving. Stop talking, Wilder. Just run the ball and shut up. Let's go. Fuck the yap a lot. CFL. I like it, but that's what I told you last night. The fun thing about the CFL is watch after the plays. Everyone's chirping, fuck. And you notice they're really chirping Trey Mason, fuck. Like, because he's an NFL guy, he's a name, so like, oh, Ricky Ray, little play fake. Armonte Edwards, once again, 5-yard catch, should be setting up about a 2nd and 5 here. 17-12, 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. The clock is ticking. Toronto Argonauts on the move, systematically moving the football down the field right now. A lot of dink and dunk stuff. 2nd and 4. They got 6 yards on first down. Wilder Jr. You can't run the same play call here. I do a little fucking just quick dump off screen play here. But misdirection. Do it to the weak side of the field. Fuck. Ray, back to pass. Intercepted. Shitty play. It's going to be a pick 6. Fuck me. The worst thing that could have happened. Ricky Ray and his stupid lob passes. Really, dude. Ricky Ray's a good player, man, but he's playing like shit tonight. Fuck me. Moving the ball down the fucking field, and what do you do? Come on, man. Really? That's interference. That's pass interference. That's pass interference. Throw the fucking challenge. That's fucking pass interference, motherfucker. We can challenge that shit in this league. You better be challenging that. He fucking mugged him, fuck. He fucking mugged him. Yeah, Tressman's looking at an iPad right now, fuck, on the sidelines. Whoa. You got to review this. Stop. It was tipped. Was it tipped? I didn't see it. I don't understand. I didn't see it get tipped. Was it tipped? I didn't see it get tipped. Yeah, we're aware, Babano, there's no PI on a tip pass. Thanks, Babano, for the rule check. It wasn't tipped. I didn't see it get tipped. Yeah, we know the rules of football, Babano. I don't think it was tipped. I don't understand. It was blatant pass interference. I didn't see it. If Matt H says it was tipped, I didn't see it get tipped. Fuck. It must have been tipped because Tressman would have come. Fuck me. We're screwed. Babano's going to explain to us that it's 1 point after a touchdown when they kick the ball. Oh, fuck. It was, it was a shitty fucking pass. It was a bad play call. It was dangerous. It was dangerous. Seriously. What did I say right before the play? I said, just swing a little fucking misdirection screen here. It was great play calling. They were doing a lot of misdirection and shit on that drive, and then they got lazy, and Ray just fucking throws it out. Like, fuck Ray. Holy fuck, man. It wasn't tipped. That's pass interference, man. Fuck, you're an idiot, Tressman. For the life of me, like, why wouldn't you just throw the flag right away? Like, you saw he was mugged. Dude, I'm about to be sick here. I got a lot of money on this. Fucking CFL, man. What's the point of having a fucking challenge if you're not going to use it, Tressman? I swear to God, right after they showed Tressman, he was looking at it. The coach came over and was showing him an iPad, and then they're kicking the fucking extra point. It's like, bro, challenge this, fuck. Yeah, no shit they could have challenged. That's what I was saying the whole fucking time. It's unbelievable. We praise Tressman, and then Tressman fucks us. Guys, that would have been pass interference. We would have had the ball like the 10-yard line. It would have been pass interference if they fucking challenged it. No, this isn't preseason. This is a real game, Ghetto. Fucking Tressman fucked up there, man. He just cost me like fucking a lot of money. They would have scored a touchdown. They were moving the ball down the field. He's a fucking idiot. I don't know for the life of me why you didn't challenge that shit, man. Like, really, we could have won the game. You know, right now we should be taking the lead 19-17. This is sickening. It cost them the game, Babano, in the end. We'll see what happens. It's so fucking frustrating, man. Fuck, that was frustrating. It's like you can challenge this shit in the CFL. Like, what the fuck was Trustman doing? Fuck, man. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose a bet. But for fuck's sakes, if the fucking coach isn't going to challenge shit, yeah, good call, Babano. Babano liked the under in this game. I was worried about the Argos here. I really was. I had a bad premonition earlier in the day. Fuck, I fucking forced this shit. Come on, Ricky Ray. Looks like holding to me. I think we got a makeup call. Yeah, good call, ref. Why do you call that like last? And another thing, too, I'm not just blaming Tressman. How come the referee didn't call pass interference on that before? I told you, I praise the refs. I should every fucking time I fucking do this. Fucking motherfucker, man. Every time I say the refs are doing a good job, the refs fuck me. I said it when I said it. Second and 10, fuck. Yeah, imagine if I wasn't smoking weed, Ralphie V. Fucking CFL in-game rage tonight. Amonte Edwards with another play. Fuck, this is unbelievable. Fuck. The fucking Argos should be winning this game. It's fucking bullshit, man. So right now the score in the second half is 10-8. It's 10-8 right now in the second half. Holy fuck, man. I got to tell you, though, CFL, you can't say it ain't fucking, they don't bring it. Last night it was ultra tension, and here we are again. 3 minutes left, ultra fucking tension once again. What's up, Kenny Fong? Kenny Fong, everybody, in the Sports Rage Band. Big Man on Campus, McAussie.com, the Friday Night Freak Show edition of the program, brought to you by SBR. What's up, big man?
How are you?
Stressed out. Fuck, man. He fucking had him and he fucking overthrew him.
What do you got?
I need a touchdown here.
Let's read it in.
They're on the 13-yard line. It's 2nd and 10. One thing is, guys, a field goal will do them no good. So they're going to go for this on 3rd down if they have to. But this is going to be a heartbreaking loss if we can't punch this shit in.
I feel like I'm going to give you bad luck. Let's finish this out.
2nd and 10. Shotgun. Ricky Ray back to pass. Little bit of time. Now he's getting pressured. Scrambling. Throws it. Completed. Short of the 1st down. Bad spot. Bad spot, ref. Fuck, you guys are useless. Fuck. As soon as I praise the refs, they're fucking me, man. It's going to be like 3rd and 1.5 or something here. They spotted him where he fell back after he got hit. You're supposed to spot him where the contact is. It's a bad spot, fuck. 3rd and 1 right now. For fuck's sakes, man. Just go forward, Franklin. Good. All right. Hey, well, he's quick. Why'd you call the? What was a quick whistle there? Yeah, you remember James Franklin, the Missouri Tiger quarterback, big man?
Oh, yeah.
He's the backup quarterback for Toronto, except in the CFL, in short yardage situations, they always bring in like a scrambling guy. And fuck, so it's James Franklin's game right now. It drives me crazy because in critical spots, suddenly the backup is in control. But they're basically going to try to sneak this in a few times in a row because in the CFL, you have to line up 1 yard off the ball.
Right. Trey Mason plays
Oh,
for
he's
them
calling
teams,
it. Touchdown!
Boom.
Yes!
Maybe I was good luck, Gabe. Boom.
James Franklin throws the ball. Nice play. All right, so there's no need for them to go for 2, right? They're down by fucking 12. Even if they go for 2, we're still all right, I believe. It doesn't fuck us. All right, that's a touchdown. Yeah, maybe you can bring us some real good luck. You know, big man, we start off the game. They have a prop in the CFL. So it's basically like an NFL, but so it's like first score a game. Field goal, touchdown, or other.
Right.
And the other was fucking plus 500.
Oh, wow.
And I hit it. I tweeted it out. I should have said it to you personally. I tweeted it out, but I told Sonny Vega right before the game, too. He said, what do you like? And he said, should I put $6,000 on the fucking Argos? And I said, no. I said, no, don't. I said, no, put 3,000. Don't do that. I said, put some money on fucking the plus 500. And we actually got it because you got those singles in the CFL. But, man, it's been a roller coaster day. We'll get to the soccer. Let's just get through this fucking football game here. Yeah, he's exchanged No, I didn't double anything yet, CY. It's been a roller coaster of a day for me, man. I got to tell you, my life would be a lot fucking better if
You didn't bet?
Settle down, big man. Hey, the guy sitting right here in the Anthony Carter, Michigan jersey, he's the guy that fucking told people to take the draw in Portugal and Spain, and it was a lock. It was never in doubt, that draw.
I just took both teams to score, but good call.
No, that was a good bet, both teams to score. Okay, guys, let's fucking get this home here. Let's get this home. Let's get some stops, and let's win this game. Let's win this game. And what did I tell you? What did I tell you at the half?
Hey, matter of fact,
I said that Saskatchewan fucking loses heartbreakers in these revenge games. Let's do it to them again.
all right,
Saskatchewan.
I'm getting on this live. Can I get on this live?
Yeah, they're plus 425 right now. 2 minutes and 12 seconds is like 4 minutes in NFL reality.
Man, fuck you, Bet365, you fucks. Where the fuck is this?
They have it up right now, live in game.
They're fucking they got it frozen.
Oh, fuck. They got a fucking big play on first down. Not that big, but fuck. Ugh.
Damn, you took Saskatchewan, Gabe?
No, I've got I have the Argos, but I took I jumped in. I went fucking big. I put like the rest of my account on the second half because I already had the Argos to win a game. And I said, you know what, guys? They're plus 7.5 in game. They won't quit. And let's fucking jump in here. So I went big on that. Right now they're up by 7. They're up 15-8 in the second half. So the second half plus 7.5 bet's looking good. Or minus 2.5 plus 7.5. We're down by 5.
Gotcha.
Oh. See, the beautiful thing is, I'll close my window, because I think my voice echoes in the corridor. I'm kind of loud today. There's like a little dog that lives next door to me, man. This dog's been barking all day. I guess the owners aren't home, and I can fucking hear him like echoing through the corridor. And I realize if this little dog's voice that echoes, imagine me yelling like this during these games. I got my balcony door open and shit too. All right, big play here, guys. 2nd and 10. We can get the ball back. We got a puncher's chance here. Get the ball back. Come on, get him. Pressure, pressure, pressure. No pressure at all. They go deep. Oh my God, this is scary. Pass interference. Oh my God, no. They kick a field goal here. We don't win the 7.5. This is a fucking nightmare. Now you call pass interference.
There can't be much time left, no?
There's 134 left, but you can't kill the clock in the CFL. It's hard to.
Well, they're down 5 though. They gotta go, no? I guess there's a good amount of time left though.
That's a bullshit call. It's a bullshit call, that call. That's a bullshit call. They were both just going for the ball. That's total bullshit. It's more offensive pass interference than anything, fuck. This fucking ref's unbelievable now. You guys don't call it on Toronto, but you call it, this is fucking unreal. Anything's going to fuck us here. Guys, we're losing by 5 right now. They kick a field goal. We're losing by 8. The 7.5 is dead. This is a train wreck, fuck. That's why in the chat when someone said, we won. We didn't win. Fuck, man. I'm going to fucking really, really fucking, this is cruel and unusual punishment, man. And they don't get a first down here. They're going to kick a fucking field goal. We're better off if he gets a first down like he just did. That was actually the best thing that could happen. But now, like, can they kill the clock now? Holy fuck, this is stressful, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. Fuck. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. This isn't the NFL, guys. Like, it's hard to take a knee in the CFL. The clock will tick, but it's hard to take a knee in this league. You'll see, like, fuck it, it's tough. See, they stopped the clock, even on the run, fuck. Now they'll start the clock and they can milk the play clock. They're going to kick a field goal with like fucking 10 seconds left. Watch. We're going to get fucked here. This is fucking unbelievable. Yeah, they're going to kick a field goal. It's 2nd and 8. Toronto just used its timeout. Listen, Saskatchewan doesn't want to kick a field goal. Like, they want to kill the clock, but you only have one timeout, so there's going to be one more timeout left here. Holy shit. Holy motherfuck. I can't believe this, man. We got to sweat this out like this, huh? The clock just won't tick. 36 seconds. Yeah, and because of the penalty, the clock stopped. This is going to be a horrible beat, guys.
They're going to miss the field goal.
What a fucking nightmare, man. If there's no penalty on that play, we kill the clock. It stops it. The 25-yard field goal. He's not going to miss. This sucks, man. Yeah, like Big Man said, this is the ugly side of gambling. Stop gambling. This is what I get for fucking putting a shitload on a CFL game in the second half. You believe this shit, guys? We score the touchdown, and they throw a bomb. Instead of just killing the clock and running, they throw a bomb, pass interference, and here we are. This is just unfucking believable, man.
Settle down, Rahul.
And of course, at 7.5, we lose by 8. Wow. That's a badass beat, man. I've had a lot of bad beats, but this is a bad beat right here. Nice kick under pressure. He was from the 24-yard line. And the fucking
You got to admit, though, the Iran beat was pretty bad, too, though.
oh, fuck. Dude, I had no goal at plus 200.
Yeah, that was absolutely disgusting.
Oh.
Fucking own goal. What a joke.
And, dude, not just an own goal. Like, fuck, man. It's like you see own goals where it's like accidental off.
In the 95th minute. Sick.
Like he couldn't have fucking did that any better if he tried.
Well, you're trying to head it, kind of away. Brutal. Just disgusting.
Yeah, this is a bad one, man. This is a fucking bad one. After all that, the interception, the pick six, we threw a pick six somehow in this fucking second half, and we still lost by half a point. Unless we hit a Hail Mary miracle on this pass.
Get the hell out of here, Rahul. Idiot.
Yeah, just when I think I've seen it, motherfuck it all. You believe that, Kyle Hamburg, with the lead? Wow, that was a badass fucking beat. Wow. Wow, that was a bad beat, man. That was a tough one. 6-3 Boston Red Sox right now. We have no choice but to move on, but holy motherfuck, that was fucking frustrating. You know, the agony of scoring guys like that with a minute left and only to fucking lose the game by fucking half a fucking point because of a bunch of penalties at the end, and they kick a field goal instead of running the clock. I thought they were going to be able to run the clock out when there was 41 seconds left. If there was no penalty, you know, they could have done it, but the penalty stopped the fucking clock. I didn't realize the Argos had a timeout left. Fuck, that's a tough one to get over, man. It would have been nice to hit that. Holy shit, fuck. Well, what are you going to do?
Can't win them all.
Wow.
It evens out, bro.
Yeah. You get lucky, you get unlucky. And
Look at Portugal.
I got lucky as fuck, but I just gave it back. Montreal Canadiens acquire Max Domi. Coyotes get Galchenyuk.
That's Ty's son?
Yeah. He's better, this kid. He's better than his son.
Shout out to Albania.
The son's better. Sorry, the son's better than the dad. So yeah, Alex Galchenyuk gets traded to Phoenix for Max Domi. Little NHL now. The July 1st coming, NHL trades and all that crazy shit will start to happen. All right, well, fuck. I'm not rattled. I'm just fucking pissed off and disappointed right now. Fuck, that was frustrating. So, I was saying earlier, big man, I don't know where you stand on Ronaldo, but we've spoken so much about who the best basketball player,
Yeah.
who LeBron James and stuff, but I'm not saying Ronaldo's the greatest of all time. No one is. Well, some people were, but he's not the greatest of all time. But I said, you know, I tweeted out too, so many of his goals, like he's not a two-way player. He sort of stands around a lot. You know, other people do the work and he fucking buries it and shit. And look, the first goal today, penalty kick. The second goal, whatever, man. The goalie should have stopped it. He just squibbed it at the net and it ended up going in. But that fucking third goal, man, that free kick on that stage in the World Cup against Spain, the fucking shot that he pulled off, that's some pretty legendary motherfucking stuff. And now he's scored in 4 straight World Cups. Like, whatever happens to Portugal for the rest of this tournament, and they're going to be moving on to the next round, but into the quarters. But whatever fucking happens, like, man, his fucking legacy grew today, man.
But I think that's why his legacy, and to me, I think he's better than Messi for one reason. In these situations, Ronaldo steps up. Messi seemingly doesn't in these kind of situations. I mean, the kid's won a European championship. He's won 4 Champions Leagues. I mean, he just has a knack in big games for giving you unbelievable performances. Now, I'm not saying Messi can't, but I think Cristiano's a better player in big games. I think that slightly puts him over. And the goals that he scores are fantastic. Look, Messi and him are one, right there. They're the same player pretty much. But Ronaldo was unbelievable today. And I wonder what Messi will do tomorrow. I mean, he's a competitive guy. This has to get him going. I think Argentina absolutely crushes Iceland. I think Iceland, I don't think they're anywhere near competitive in this game. I think they hammer Iceland.
Hammer them, huh?
Yes. You know why? You know why? Also, Gabe, I read in one of the Argentinian media that the coach of Argentina basically tailored the lineup to fit Messi perfectly. Like Messi had talks and they were chatting, and I think it's all business with them. I think Iceland's just happy to be there, man. I really do. I think they're kind of reading the headlines. They haven't played well lately either. They've given up 11 goals over the last 4 games. I think they get waxed.
Well, Argentina's minus 300. Argentina, let's see. Argentina minus 1.5. Argentina minus 1.5 is plus 100. It's actually plus 102, plus 101, plus 102. Argentina minus a goal and a half, big man. You can get plus money on that.
Yeah, I think that's the best play. As far as Alert Eddie, I mean, listen, I want to make this very clear. I think they're both the same player. I just think Ronaldo in some of these clutch situations, slightly better player, but I like Messi as well. I mean, I'm not trying to get personal. I'm not trying to offend you or anything. I don't know. But yeah, I think in this game, I think it's 3-0, something like that.
So, quite the shocking result so far, big man. Just 2 days into the World Cup, it's provided a ton of drama. Yesterday, Russia was victorious.
Yeah, he played well.
5-0. And let's just take a look at the refreshed odds right now, guys, how everything changes with a game under the belt. So Russia wins 5-0. Suddenly they're minus 700 to advance. They're minus 700 to advance. They're plus 130 to win the group. Uruguay gets a late goal today, big man. So what's your impression on Uruguay? Any concern for Uruguay? Do you think Russia actually legitimately can win this group? I mean, they got a big goal differential advantage right now. How do you think this plays out from here in this group right now?
Well, I don't think they can beat Uruguay. I mean, listen, we saw yesterday, Saudi Arabia is dreadful. I mean, they can't even get, when they get possession, they can't even keep it. They don't even.
I don't know what the fuck happened. I swear to God, big man, I shut down all the conspiracies of all the Russia shit, but I'm actually almost believing that they got to the Saudis yesterday.
Well, the 4th and 5th goal,
the fucking players or the referees, there was offsides. There 2 of the goals I think were offside. One of them definitely was. The late kick, it was fucking way past extra time. They didn't need to let Russia kick that extra kick, and they did. The Saudi goalie really didn't seem to move very much. And I talked about this on a radio show, and I'm sure you saw this. One of the Saudi fucking prince dudes, he's unhappy, man. He named the goalie and 2 other guys by name, and he said they're gonna face severe penalties when they return back home to Saudi Arabia for the performance yesterday.
Well, they were defensively, they were shocking. They were shocking on defense. The goalie was under 7. I mean, he was awful. I mean, I feel like a toddler could score on that guy. I mean, he was awful, and they were terrible defensively. I don't know about stern punishments, and I don't know what that means exactly, but yeah, they were shockingly bad.
No, the Iran Spencer S. We're good. Yeah, I know a couple of people tweeted me today, and I got messages. I got a buddy that actually tailed all of our soccer parlays. And he's like, man, are we fucked because Iran won? Are they going to advance? I'm like, no, man. Iran is not advancing. Iran is not advancing. Like we said, they're the first fucking team since 1966 in the World Cup to score, to win a game.
And they got lucky to face
the second half and win.
And they got lucky to face Morocco first. The life will hit them over the next couple games, and they'll go away. They're not going to be.
It makes it interesting. It makes it funner. But so Portugal and Spain are actually Iran's in first place.
Yep, 3-3. Yeah.
Can't take this away from the Iranians. Big night. They're in first place right now. But yeah, life's going to be a little bit tougher for them when they play Ronaldo, and now they have to play Spain and shit after the fact. Okay, so Group A, Russia's now plus 130 to win the group. I think Uruguay will be fine as well. Egypt's now plus 2,800 to win the group, plus 300 to advance. It's a shame for Egypt, the result that what happened to them. It is what it is. They didn't have Salah. They're kind of screwed right now to advance, big man.
Yeah, I mean, they have to, they have to beat Russia. They have to run the table basically. The rest, and they have to, Egypt, or they have to if Russia loses to. Wait, could they even do it? I don't think they can at this
Yeah, they
point.
need to beat Russia and Saudi Arabia.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, they have a chance, but listen, Russia just. I don't know. I mean, I'm still not very impressed with them. I mean, Saudi Arabia is dreadful. So Egypt, it hurt losing today. But if I'm Uruguay, I'm a bit concerned. I mean, you need a late goal against a Salah-less Egypt. I mean, it's pretty pathetic, really. I mean,
yeah, I wasn't impressed. I had Uruguay in some parlays, but I lost a bet. Fuck, I got to change the channel. I can't watch the highlights of this. I'm going to throw up. Fuck.
Settle down, Mark Squibble. Mark Squibble getting me confident. Settle down, Mark.
I don't see Squibble. Big man died looking slimmer. Yeah, settle down.
Nah, dude, get out of here with
that. Yeah, big man's running up and down the steps, fuck, like Rocky, fuck.
Bro, I'm on the 3rd floor. I got to do that every day a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm on the 5th floor, and trust me, I don't take the steps very often.
Oh, you take the elevator, right?
Oh, yeah. Once in a while, the elevator's been – I've had issues in the summer recently, the elevator. But
I'll tell you the reason I was late, Gabe, real quick. This fucking kid at the barbershop, man, I wanted to fucking wring his neck. This fucking guy just won't – he's one of these thick-headed dickheads, kind of like me, really, but he wouldn't shut the fuck up about the fucking Lakers. Shut the fuck up about the fucking Lakers, man.
What, Lakers taking over the world? They're going to get LeBron.
They're going to be the greatest team ever.
Kawhi Leonard.
I said, motherfucker, Kobe Bryant's gone. You haven't won a championship in years. You're talking about all this.
I'll be honest, though, big man. You were bigging up LeBron going to Philly last week pretty good now.
I was. And listen, stuff changes, though. I would love him to come to Philadelphia. But at this point, I don't know if it's going to happen. Things change, but this guy just wouldn't stop. Like, he's like, oh, they're going to win 10 championships with that team. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, well, Kawhi Leonard's not a Laker yet either. People, just because Kawhi wants to get traded and he wants to go to the Lakers doesn't mean that's going to fucking happen.
Exactly.
Right, but the thing is, the inmates do run the asylum in the NBA in the sense that he can really sort of force that to happen. He's only got one more year left on his contract. So he can basically say, okay, I want to go to the Lakers. And then after, the Spurs could trade him somewhere else, but he could just tell whoever else after, listen, I'm not signing. Everyone's going to know I'm not signing with you guys. So whatever. So if you're trading Kawhi Leonard, it's going to be a rental, essentially.
Yeah.
As far as, the Kawhi Leonard, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But yeah, the Lakers stuff's almost it's almost nauseating, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah,
and they're not even a team yet.
Nah, it's really old. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to be able to do all this stuff. And I said, yeah, but I mean, let's say Paul George and LeBron do go to the Lakers. I mean, is that any different than Cleveland? Like now? And really, I mean,
yes.
I mean, they still don't have bigs. This guy, and then he brings up Brook Lopez. He goes, he's an all-star. I said, Brook Lopez?
Yeah, Lopez is gone now, too. His contract's up. He's out.
Fucking bum anyway, Brook Lopez.
Randall's better than anybody on the cap. Not better than Kevin.
But you're going to have to get rid of Randall. You can't afford him.
I know. Well, now, and especially, it's another thing. If you want to bring Kawhi Leonard in, buy Randall. And, where's the room for Brandon Ingram?
And the question is, what are you giving up to get Leonard? Because you're going to have to trade. What are you going to give Randall, Ingram, and Lonzo? What team are you going to have after that? 3 people aren't going to be enough to beat the Warriors. Do
you think Lonzo Ball is a Popovich type of guy? Can Pop work with that?
I don't know at this point. I'm really souring on him, frankly, as a human. Like after this diss track stuff.
I can see that about Kuzma. He crossed the line there, man.
Well, it's just something you don't do. I mean, I don't know what his thought process was there. Like his whole opinion on rap culture is just bad anyway. So it doesn't surprise me, but I don't know. I don't know.
That's the one thing. It's amazing. Big man's coming around now, but that's the one thing. You defended him from a basketball standpoint, but
right,
his dissing of old-time rappers upsets you.
Well, it did because Nas is one of my favorites, and it pissed me off, frankly. I mean, but listen, Gabe, here's what I said, and then I'll stop talking about the NBA. Would you do this if you're the Spurs? Let's say you're the Sixers. You trade Ben Simmons and the 10th pick for Kawhi.
No, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do that. Okay.
I think Ben Simmons is that special.
Okay.
And I love Kawhi Leonard. I'm a big San Diego State guy. I'm a big Kawhi Leonard guy. I really am a massive Kawhi Leonard fan, but no, I wouldn't do it. Fuck. He's always hurt. Let's be real with Kawhi Leonard. He's always hurt. And
but you wouldn't do it from a Sixers perspective.
No, I wouldn't give up Ben Simmons for Kawhi Leonard.
What if that means you get
I
LeBron?
would rather keep Ben Simmons than have Kawhi Leonard.
What if you get LeBron and you have Kawhi and then Embiid?
Well, that changes things.
That's right. Let's say I'll throw that. Let's say if you have LeBron as your primary ball handler, would you would trade Ben away because he's expendable at that point?
Yes. Yeah. I could live with that. You're totally changing the whole dynamic of everything.
But you're only getting LeBron for what?
That's the thing. And Ben Simmons is a young guy that could be a mega star.
This would never happen. I'm just saying.
The thing is with Ben Simmons is what I would like to see, and it's a bad sign, is look, the fucking Jenner chick is fucking cheating on him.
Well, I think he's cut that off. I think
he took her back. I saw the other day on Twitter.
I saw he's over in China. He's over working on his game. I don't know if that's still on, but
yeah,
maybe it is.
The whole thing. Like he should be working on his jump shot because he's dynamic. He's that fucking good. Like to me, he's the key more than Embiid is. Embiid's good, but Simmons is the more. And just of course, ask Eric 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 on Twitter, aka in which they feel the same way. In which remember a lot of the tweets were fuck Embiid. Ben Simmons is the one that's actually the star. Ben Simmons this. So it's pretty clear Colangelo likes Ben Simmons more than Embiid.
Maybe Ben Simmons was the burner.
No shit. Ben Simmons is one of the burner accounts. Man, I don't know. You don't follow hockey that much, big man, but they raised it up a notch in the NHL with burner accounts.
Oh, yeah?
There's a dude in the NHL. He's a star player on the Ottawa Senators, the defenseman. Eric Carlson, he's star player.
I heard about this with his wife or something.
Yeah, and his wife, poor wife, fucking smoke show, hot fucking chick.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, the chick, poor girl, they had a baby, but the baby died during birth.
Oh, that's terrible.
So on Twitter, on Facebook and Instagram or whatever after, he's like, I want to thank all the fans for all the kind words. And you know what I mean?
Sure.
And somebody fucking posted your wife's a drug addict. That's why the baby died. Your wife takes pills. Why don't you talk about that? I hope your career ends and you get your legs broken. You're a scumbag. And there was like 1,000 sort of obscene fucking posts and shit everywhere. And turns out it's his fucking teammate's fucking girlfriend. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Listen. And the thing is,
why did she do that?
And the thing is, it's Mike Hoffman's fiance. They're now getting married this summer. And the thing is, okay, it's a burner account. And it's like, if she says, well, Carlson gets too much hype. Mike Hoffman deserves more hype. Okay. You know what I mean? We're in an era right now, people, 2018 of burner accounts and shit. This is the new thing. So fine. You're saying in these accounts, I'm glad your baby died. I hope you get your legs broken. Like, she's obviously fucking deranged, this woman.
How did they find out it was her?
They did an investigation. Basically, the Carlsons contacted the police and shit, cyber bullying, harassment type shit.
Yeah. They
suspected it was her. I guess the chick's crazy because a former Ottawa Senator player's wife tweeted after, stated, everyone's innocent till guilty, but I believe this. That's what she said.
Right.
So, some whacked out fucking shit out there, though. And yeah, Ghetto, the guy Ghetto in the chat here, he's from Ottawa. And everyone's innocent until presumed guilty, but I mean, the fact that the restraining order was awarded and the fact that the Ottawa police pretty much, if you read the police sources say that, yeah, it's basically true. The chick's fucking nuts. They have 1,000 fucking messages from different mediums.
Right.
Of psychoticness of this fucking lady. But it's crazy. He's the best fucking player on the team. That's like, it's like fucking Alshon Jeffrey's girlfriend fucking saying that Carson Wentz fuck online. I hope you die, you and your wife, you're scum. You know what I mean? Yeah, but the thing is, the guy, Mike Hoffman's a really good player. He's their leading scorer. So to me, I think it's just jealousy.
Jealousy, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? That the star player is the defenseman, and he's a good-looking Swedish guy, and everyone loves him. Nobody knows who Mike Hoffman is, even though he's the leading scorer on the team. I think the girlfriend's probably just jealous, and plus,
you don't think he had anything to do with like, yo?
Well, it's hard to fucking say. I see Donnie all the time. Do you believe that Colangelo's wife did he had nothing to do with it, or was just the wife?
I'm on different ends. I don't think the wife. I think she was more of a scapegoat. I think he knew about it probably. I think it was both of them really.
Me too. I find it hard to believe. I find it hard to believe that this fucking fiance that's with this hockey player for years, longtime girlfriend, now getting married, that the pillow talk. There's no way he doesn't know. I mean, come on. If I'm with a chick, I think I would know if my fucking girlfriend was fucking
sure
a psycho stalker other people online.
But then again, I mean, he's away a lot. I mean, he's not with her a ton. I mean, who the hell knows sometimes, especially with him. Like, he's a hockey player. He's not around.
Now, I see, and it turned into everyone arguing about who's hotter between the two chicks. Of course, this is what it was going to evolve into.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Exactly. Women are fucking mean, man.
Listen, Gabe, you know what?
Let's just look at the story. Look up Eric Carlson, and you're going to see a picture of his wife right away.
His wife's beautiful, man.
You see her, the brunette chick?
I've seen her. She's my type. Sure.
She is right here. Yeah, big rack. Yeah.
Bro, I love those tan brunette. That's my, bro. Yes.
Yeah, she's nice. So if you hit the store and you scroll down, you'll see a picture of Hoffman and his wife.
Is she blonde?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen her. Yeah,
She looks deranged. Fuck.
Wait, is that him there? Wait, is he the guy in the raptor hat on Google Images?
Yes.
I gotta admit that she's pretty hot, actually. But now that I know this, she's not as hot.
Who, the blonde one?
Yeah, I think she's pretty hot.
All right, hold on. Let me go to Google here.
He doesn't look like he knows shit. He looks like he couldn't even like process this in his head. I feel like
Mike Hoffman girlfriend.
Yeah, right. He doesn't seem like he could process this. Like, I'm seeing him with.
You're right. Like, oh, you know what? This picture actually is better. She looks better here in real life. Yeah,
but I'm looking at a picture.
I don't want the media, big man, because the stories all the media went with. They took a picture of her where she looked crazy.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They wanted to make the narrative.
Yeah. Well, listen, Gabe, listen. I don't care how hot a chick is. If she's a fucking psychopath, I'm good.
I can't lie. The picture here of her at the Raptor game, she looks pretty good.
Oh, she looks really good with the close-up as well. There's like a close-up of them. She's like making the duck face.
Yeah. Where's another one? Here, she's probably with her father or something here.
There's one with them on like Christmas, it looks like, with like two dogs. She looks pretty, decent there also. Like, but again, Yeah,
you see a couple of others though where she looks like a mean-spirited bitch. Fuck.
Yeah. Then it's
you can tell. Yeah. So
that makes sense.
Let's be real here about Carlson's wife. I will admit, Carlson's. Jazz is saying Carlson's wife has a weird face.
I'll be honest. I would take the blonde over the other chick.
I don't know. I'm looking at a picture of Carlson's wife here. They're on a red carpet, and
did he got rid of this chick?
You're into the big booty shit. If you look at Carlson's wife, she's like a skinnier Kim Kardashian or something. But from the hips and the waist down here, she's pretty
stacked.
Yeah, I'm seeing another picture of Carlson's wife.
All right, let me find the wife.
There's no comparison here. It's Carlson's wife, man.
Okay, yeah, and I'm seeing one picture. She looks really good. Like,
yeah. Like,
wow, she is stacked, man. What a wow. That's she just looks.
Okay, punch in Mike Hoffman girlfriend. Okay, Google image.
Yeah,
you're seeing the same pictures I am. So scroll down.
I'm doing fiance. Let me type in girlfriend.
Yeah, girlfriend. Mike Hoffman girlfriend. So you'll see the same one. The first picture is the Raptor picture.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the duck face. All right. So keep going down. Scroll down.
Yep.
You'll see one red carpet one where she's in a fucking. He's got like an elbow brace on next to like they're eating dinner and shit. She's smoking there, but if you go down to the bottom, look at the one where it says report.
Okay, let me find that one. Oh, it says Melinda Carlson has filed an order of protection against.
Like, look at her in that one.
Yeah, she didn't look. Yeah,
like she's a fucking smoke show. She's hot as fuck.
Yeah, I want to see the
pictures that the media are using for Carlson wife. They have her sort of. She looks less natural. She looks plasticier there.
See, but I like that. I'm more into that. I like high maintenance, like fake-ish kind of fake.
All right. So what's the verdict? And we all know there's nothing but good-looking, studly dudes in our chat, big man. So we have a bunch of losers on a Friday night sitting here.
Well, listen,
including me. I'm a loser too.
Listen, Gabe. Let me tell you something about women. Okay, I've learned in my personal life that personality is everything. If you can talk a mean line of bullshit to a chick, it don't matter what you look like. If you got a little scuttle and you can talk, you can get any chick you want. And Gabe,
no, you are right.
I have a feeling you're very successful with the women. I know for a fact.
I was in the past, but
I think you still would be.
No, I know. I mean, I'm on the air too much. But
you're also like bald and like.
You are right, big man. That if you have confidence and you have personality, sense of humor, you won't be alone. But you, me, or anyone in the chat without Eric Carlson's contract have zero chance in hell of getting Eric Carlson's wife.
Probably not. Again, I don't know her. I mean, that I guess we would have to figure out how she is, I guess. Well,
that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm not saying you couldn't or we couldn't get a – listen, my ex-girlfriend is a model. So, but, chicks, like you said, it's like NBA player, like Khloe Kardashian.
Sure.
You might meet Khloe Kardashian in a bar and get along, and she's laughing, and you're fucking.
Well, she doesn't like certain types, so
yeah, she doesn't like fucking poor people types.
Well, she also I don't think she likes white guys. I think that's pretty evident.
Yeah, but there's also I had never seen her with a poor black guy.
Good point.
You know what I mean?
Good point.
Yeah. But dude, no, the Kardashians.
Listen, if you have money, you can get
Kardashians are vultures, bro. The Kardashians' main mission in life is to get impregnated by African American athletes. Okay, that's their gig. That's like their mission in life, to entrap. Like that's their deal, and to control them and take their money. And it's pathetic, but that's their mission in life. Now she's knocked up. Oh, look at me! And now with Tristan, like she doesn't even give a shit that Tristan cheats on her. She doesn't give a fuck. She's got Tristan's contract. She'll take his money and she'll break up with him in a couple of years.
Yep.
She'll move on and she'll suck someone else's fucking dick. Right? Like it's just they're fucking. I've said all along, the only nice Kardashian chick is Kim. She's the only one that's not a nut job out of those ones.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't mind the shorter one. Courtney, I think her name is.
I think Courtney's cute, but Kim Kardashian is not a gold digger.
No, she's got her own
gold. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, Kanye West is richer than she is a bit, but
she's
not
got
even by much, man. Like Kim Kardashian's a financial juggernaut.
I tried telling you, Gabe. She is a really smart individual.
Oh yeah, no. I will argue with you about Big Baller Brand being a tank, but no. Kim Kardashian's got fucking apps and shit that she makes $42 million a week in and shit. Like
that's what I'm saying. Listen, did she sell her
a line of emojis, man? She made like fucking $300 million off emojis.
And did she sell her soul? Partly, but
no. The worst thing she did is she sucked Ray Ray's cock.
Who doesn't sell themselves out nowadays? Everybody's a fucking sellout, man. And I'm telling you, the death of our being as a people is social media. I don't think you can live life correctly with it. It just gets everything is back to social media.
Yeah. Well, they're the ultimate reality fucking family, exactly.
But look at this thing we're talking about.
I'll admit the mother's a fucking skank, but I do the mother too.
I love the mom.
I do the mother as well.
I love the mother. Chris. I love the mom.
I've often
said she's my favorite.
We got to get back on track.
I love
I
it.
can't believe I lost that bet. Holy fuck, man.
See, I was trying to get your mind off it. Talk about women, you know?
Yeah, it makes me feel better. At least I got a soccer on in front of me highlights instead of that CFL crap. And we got shit in the morning.
Yes,
So
Philip. Exactly. Exactly, Philip Bushina.
okay. Back to football. So Iran, Portugal, Spain, Morocco. Iran are in first place right now. But let's get into Group C. We've got the games in the morning. So France and Australia, big man. If we parlay France and Argentina tomorrow, it's like minus 140, minus 143 or so.
Yeah. You could throw Brazil in on.
You have any issue with that?
We'll throw Brazil in on Sunday. It's 2.3, so plus 130.
Yeah, normally I'm patient, but these two games are the early games in the morning, man. What do we? We got 6 o'clock and then 9 o'clock.
You're paid by 10 o'clock.
Parlay minus 150. France, Argentina parlay.
Yeah, I've no issue with it.
I don't have a problem with that, guys. France, Argentina parlay minus 150. So what do you think of tomorrow with France? I sort of get the feeling that France probably puts up a couple of goals, big man. And, you think France scores more than 1.5 goals tomorrow?
Well, my issue with them is sometimes they play down to the competition, but we're in the big time now. Australia is poor. They can't defend. This could be there could be a lot of blowouts tomorrow, honestly. You could see one of those crooked score lines. I think they win 2-0. I think they kind of get a couple and just kind of cruise. But Australia is poor. I mean, they could give up 4 here.
Yeah, the total's 2.5. It's minus 154 to the over.
Oh shit! I can't do that. Yeah, I think that parlays. I mean, if I had to, I would lay 1.5. I'm not crazy about laying 2 goals just because you need 3 to win, and minus 1.5 looks okay, but I don't want to lay 2 goals.
I'm looking for fucking team total goals here.
Yeah, it's under goals at the bottom, all the way to the bottom. France over 2.5, 2.1. Over 1.5, 1.36. So over 1.5 is trash. You need to do 2.5. So you're going to need 3. I mean, listen, Gabe, if you're going to do France a team total over, you might as well just do.
Here it is. So yeah, over 1.5.
Just do France and the over 2.5 at minus 120.
Yeah, I can live with that. France minus 1.5 doesn't really pay very much now.
But my concern on France and the over 2.5 is that it's just 2-0. Like they get 2 goals and that's
France always seem to hit crossbars and posts and shit too a lot.
Yeah, and Australia does have some decent players, I guess.
I think the parlay is the safe way to go in the morning, guys. So you get France. I already have France at the back end of a parlay. It's like the only thing I have going here for me. I can't panic. I'm very upset about this football game, but we just have to salvage it. We're going to fucking take a breather right now. We're going to hit France in the morning. I need France. I already have the bet in. I got a back end of a Yankee and Edmonton Eskimo parlay. So we'll get that in. I'll get a fucking another France-Argentina parlay in here. And then we move on. So you think Argentina's the one tomorrow that could put up a crooked number?
Yeah, I think they crush Iceland. I don't think Iceland has any business in a tournament like this.
The total in the game is only 2.5 minus 118. Pretty low. So you don't have to.
Yeah, I think Argentina
at over 2.5 plus 105.
Yeah, I think they put up 3 at least. I really, I mean, and I'm being 100% serious here. I think we can make the case that Iceland's the least talented team in this entire tournament.
No, there's no way in hell Iceland are worse than Saudi Arabia.
Well, I guess at this point they're probably not. But I think going into the tournament, I mean, Iceland is a little league team. I mean, I don't see it with them. But at this point, they're definitely better than Saudi Arabia and people like that.
Iceland have a fucking work ethic, big man. I think you're underestimating the Icelanders.
But lately they have been dreadful on defense. I mean, and that's. But let me ask you a question, Gabe. If you're Iceland tomorrow, do you sit and try to defend, or do you try to win the game?
No, you sit and try to defend.
Once you give a goal up, then what? You're going to give a goal up because you're not going to keep them out. I mean, there's really no way to play them. And with the way Argentina backed into this tournament, I think they're going to take some frustration out. Iceland, when you're a team happy to be there, that's a team I don't want to back. I mean, they're partying in pubs. You can read about it. They're feeling. I mean, that's a team. When you have a team that's just happy that they got to the World Cup, and that's a big thing, they're a fade material to me.
All right, so
when they won Eurogate, or when they did good in Euro, no one expected them to do it. We didn't know who Iceland was. Now we know who they are. You know,
that is correct. Okay, so I'm comfortable with the parlay, guys, and that's what I'm going to be playing, the France-Argentina parlay. So now we get into this next game that's a trickier one and a very, very critical one for both teams here in Peru and Denmark. Is Peru being underestimated at plus 230 for the win, plus 220 for the draw? I know Denmark are a very good side, big man. They're plus 145, but shouldn't this be a little bit closer to a pick 'em? What do you think of this one?
Yeah, I don't see much ways to split these two. And generally when you can't split them, I think this is a draw. I think this is 1-1. I would frankly, if I'm going to take this game, I'd look maybe towards I want to see what the draw pays out and what 1-1 pays out, because
I think this is the lower scoring one of the day. Because same with me. I like to sort of bet unders, but I'm learning my lesson. I'm not betting an under in the France-Australia game. France might win 4-0. It might be 2-0, like you said. Argentina, I'm not fucking with him. Messi's going to be in a bad mood, and he's going to come out and he could light it up. That could get, it's only 2.5. This Peru and Denmark game, I just don't see it fucking getting high scoring, big man. Do you?
I'll tell you what I would do here. No, I don't. I would do, Gabe, draw and the under 2.5. Obviously, you're going to cover 0-0. You're going to cover 1-1. This is not going to be 2-2. Draw on the under 2.5 looks real spicy here at plus 250. That's what I would go with here.
So Peru,
Peru's solid.
Peru played to a goalless draw against New Zealand, actually, coming into this. But then they beat them 2-0. Denmark qualified via the playoffs to get in this. They finished second in the group behind Poland.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat Ireland to get in 5-1.
Denmark's very solid. I mean, Christian Eriksen's a great player. They're good team, but I think Peru's pretty solid too. Peru had a gauntlet to get in this tournament. We talked about that. I just don't see these two teams. You know, this is the game because this is the game for second place.
Guerrero guy's back, big man, right? He was suspended.
Paulo Guerrero. Yep, he's back. Yep. This is a huge game for second place. I mean, you know, and obviously if you want to try to get first place, this is a huge game.
I don't think you can trust. I wouldn't trust Denmark laying 145 here.
No,
I think your draws in play here.
If you're going to take a side, I would take Peru, draw, no bet. You know, if it ends in a draw, you get your money back.
Matt H asked if I have the heat on. I don't have the heat on, but I better put the air conditioning on. It was that football loss, fuck. I started sweating, man. Like they say in Vegas, my buddy was at a table in Vegas, and a girl was sitting at the table, and she complained. She said, "It's too cold in here." And he looked over at her, and he said, "You're obviously not betting enough." Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, I would.
It's going to be cold in here in a second. The air conditioning kicks in fast here.
I'm drawing here in this one.
Yeah, the gambling sweats, man. The loser gambling sweats, too. I'm having a better time not thinking about it, talking about soccer and talking about the Kardashians and shit. But it's depressing, fuck. You know, when I go back to it, I look at my account, I'm like, oh, God, fuck.
Yeah, it sucks.
We'll get it back. It's all right. And you know what? Tomorrow we'll tell the story tomorrow night of what happens. Because I was at a certain amount. We'll see if I can salvage this and win in the morning and flip it over. And I look at it, I'm trying to be positive with this stuff and say, all right, it was a setback, but 24 hours from now, I can be fucking here. You know what I mean? And I'm going to try to just stay positive coming into this. So I already have France to get that kick started. Let's parlay France and Argentina. Peru and Denmark. I'm going to go under the 2.5.
Yeah, I like that.
It's minus 188, though. It's minus 188 to the under 2.5. And Fuck, I think this game. I'm looking at a draw or Peru here. I don't think Denmark's going to win.
Me either. David Mangler, that has no bearing at all in this game. David Mangler saying Denmark has geographical advantage. That doesn't matter at all.
We can't
Maybe
argue that European teams do better on European soil in the World Cup.
this is Asian soil, though. I guess maybe you can make some kind of case.
Russia's Europe.
Isn't it Asia?
No, Russia's Europe. They just fucking
No.
they're not welcome in Europe because they're annexing it.
I think it should be Asian. Put it in Asia.
No, Russia's Europe. Yeah.
Put it in Asia.
All right, so it's a tough game, that game.
Yeah, I'm not betting that game, just to be honest.
Which leads us into the next one, which should be a really fun one here. And I don't, this one, the over 2.5 is plus money. What am I missing on this, big man? Because to me, this has the feel of this is a game it's going to be 2-2 and it's going to be a 3-2 fun game with goals.
Mm-hmm.
Croatia, and I tell you guys, Nigeria for the tournament, the prop we gave it the other night, goals for the entire tournament for Nigeria is 2.5. I don't understand that. Like maybe I'm a sucker and I'm falling right into this trap.
I think the reason maybe people are books are low on Nigeria is maybe they don't feel that to score goals obviously you have to get possession, and Nigeria, most African teams are incredibly poor with the ball. They can't keep the ball. They can't make passes. They're just not on the same level as like a Croatia. Croatia probably has 70% possession in this game. Nigeria's basically got second-rate talent. I mean, they have Premier League players, but they're second-rate talent. Croatia is a fantastic team. Midfield is very good.
Always choke. Fuck.
They do, but I don't care if they win the tournament. I just want them to win this game, and I think they're way better than Nigeria. So for me, I like the fact that their coach.
I don't have a problem with the minus 134 with Croatia.
Yeah, I think that's a really,
Nigeria is going to beat them.
Yeah, I worry about Nigeria just not getting enough possession here. Kind of fuck around with the ball, and Croatia can be pretty staunch at times. So they might just control a ton of possession here, and that's that.
So you don't like the over?
No, I wouldn't be betting under. I'm just concerned that Nigeria will fuck around and miss a ton of chances, and this finishes 2-0. That's my concern. I think Croatia, if you're going to bet an over, I would bet their team total over because they'll score against Nigeria. Question is, are they going to score 3 or are they just going to score 2? You know what I'm saying?
One thing is Portugal did get fucking lucky, man. I was freaking out at the end. They couldn't get the fucking ball away from Spain. You see that? Like when Spain have a lead, man, it's fucking crazy to get the fucking
I'll admit though, I was incredibly impressed with them today, Portugal. They were very good. I mean, the early penalty helped, but they fought back.
Portugal always raised their game in these international tournaments, man.
Yeah, and that's why Ronaldo to me is a better player than Messi.
They really, really fucking do. Yeah, I think there could be some goals here. I really do. I think the over 2.5 is the play here with Croatia. And
you know what I compare this game to? Kind of.
I can see 2-1 Croatia. Let's say.
Like I'll admit, Gabe, in the first game, I had Saudi Arabia team total over a half a goal. I thought they were sure to score against Russia. Russia couldn't defend. They were shredded lately. That's kind of how I feel about Nigeria. I think they can score, but
you are right though. They've struggled to score. I see they've only scored 7. They've only scored 7 goals in their last 10 matches. Nigeria.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at keep in mind they're qualifying as well. I mean, they were playing just complete shit. I mean, Sudan, Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Angola. I mean, just complete trash. And those teams suck.
Yeah, 7 goals a game. They averaged 7 in 10 of their games. Exactly. But they played crap. Exactly.
Cameroon's not what they once were. I mean, you're playing Benin. I mean, Zambia. Come on. Algeria and Cameroon aren't any close to what they used to be.
Yeah, I don't really see it. At minus 134, I think it's fair odds on the Croatians.
Yeah, it was actually, Gabe, interestingly enough, about 2 hours ago, it was at 128. So it's slowly moving up.
And it'll probably continue to move up as well. So
I would say by game time, it's 145, 150.
yeah. All right. So to recap, France and Australia parlay. Peru and Denmark, you're on your fucking own. But
Yeah, I would
I'm going
draw
under the 2.5 in Peru and Denmark.
But Gabe, let me ask you a question. If you like to draw, why not do drawing under 2.5?
Yeah.
They're not gonna it's not gonna be 2-2.
No, you're
I mean, you're getting plus 250 on that. That's great value. If I like to draw here, I'm taking drawing under 2.5.
I can't disagree.
I think this is 1-1.
Yeah, Peru, Denmark, I can see 1-1 as well. Denmark are tough to score on, so
Peru are.
yeah, Peru can be a little vulnerable, and Denmark, conversely, Denmark aren't explosive. Fuck, they're not really going to push it that much. It's a
I could see
massive,
0-0.
yeah, it's a massive game for both of them. It's critical that neither of them lose, and they at least get a point out of this.
Yeah.
And then Croatia, Nigeria. I hate to go against my brethren, my Nigerian brothers, but yeah, I'm going to have to go with Croatia. I don't trust Croatia moving forward deep in the tournament, guys. When I say they always underachieve, but
They'll advance, but
yeah, they'll have enough to get this. All right, we'll just hit Sunday's games, and then we'll jump into the NBA draft props. Costa Rica and Serbia. You feel the same way about Serbia than you do Croatia against Costa Rica?
yeah, I'll make this very clear. You know about my issues with Serbia on a personal level, but I'll tell you, I like this team. I think they're going to beat Costa Rica. The Costa Ricans have really gone away from what they're known for. Defensively, they've struggled a bit lately. I think they're getting older. Serbia's kind of up and coming. I think this is a pretty low-scoring game as well. I think it's 1-0, but I think Serbia controls it. I think they get a goal in like the 50th, 60th minute, and then they just really defend, and I think Costa Rica has limited chances. They're another team not sneaking up on anyone. I like Serbia. Minus 105 looks good.
Yeah, the total is minus 200. Both teams to score, no, is minus 163. I hit a nice play on that today, Morocco and Iran. Both teams to score. I said no. That was a nice play. But fuck, I just gave I shouldn't have went so big on that CFL game. But go big or go home, and I'm already at home, so it is what it is. Fuck. Yeah, I think Costa Rica's in tough here as well. I like Croatia better than I like Serbia in this spot, but I'm going to go under the 2.5 in that game Sunday morning. All right, Germany and Mexico. We got some big boys stepping up in here. Germany's minus 200, but I really don't see any reason not to play them. I think Germany beats Mexico. We'll lay the minus 200.
I'm over in that game. Over. I think it's 4-1, 3-1, something like that. Over 2.5 looks absolutely beautiful here.
Yeah, it's shame. Most of them are like minus money to the under. This one's like to the over. It's minus 134 over 2.5. So you think Germany rolls Mexico?
Yeah, I remember when they played them in the Confederations Cup in 2016. Germany they scored 2 goals in 8 minutes. They just shredded Mexico. I don't think it's going to be much different. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mexico finds a goal. I think it's 3-1.
Brazil and Switzerland. Switzerland haven't lost in 15 fucking matches.
Yeah, well, they're going to lose here. And frankly, I think they lose badly here. I think Brazil sends a message here in this game. I would lay 1.5 goals with Brazil. I think they come out and I think they win very comfortably, 2-3-0. I think you're going to see a lot of 2-3-0s with Brazil early in the tournament. Switzerland's a nice team, but they can't score goals. Once Brazil scores 1, I think it's going to kind of be a mountain here. The Switzerland are slowly but surely dropping off. Brazil wins 3-0.
All right. So, big man, this will be the last time where we speak here. Mm-hmm. Or maybe not, but whatever. Before we'll be on the radio next week. We know that before the NBA draft, which is creeping up. We all got World Cup fever, but I know you've been you're anxiously looking forward to betting on some of these NBA props that have been posted out there right now. And it looks like, man, the odds I see here for the first pick overall in the draft have really drastically changed. As DeAndre Ayton is now minus 750 to be the first overall pick.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we talked 2 or 3 weeks ago, you and I, and it was quite, it was quite low, and I kind of pointed out, listen, this is about as easy as a pick that we've seen in some time. I mean, the Suns need help with the big. I know we talked and flirted, said maybe they go point guard here, but and I don't think that would be a bad pick here, but with Luka Doncic, he's kind of fell a couple spots. Ayton is a transcendent type of player. He'll get better defensively. He's from that area. He's lived in that area. I think it's a knockout pick. This would be guaranteed. You can bet your whole bank account on this, and you'll win. Easy winner. This is about it.
I'm not sure it's the right pick, but it looks like it's going to be the pick.
I don't disagree. It's not the. It might not be the right pick
against Ayton, but I think Doncic is really actually that good.
Plus, you can get a big at the 16th pick. You could take Robert Williams or someone like that. Doncic is a player that you could pair with Booker, and they could be the Splash Brothers. 2.0. You have Josh Jackson. Are you ready to give up on Alex Lynn? Are you ready to give up on Marquise Chris, Dragon Bender? I still think those guys are good enough to play in the NBA and be effective. If you have two guards that can really kind of control the game, that's big nowadays. We've seen that. But they'll pick Ayton. If it was me, I would go Doncic personally.
The thing is, Doncic, guys, he just won the fucking Champions League.
He's played basketball for so long.
He's a 19-year-old kid that started as a point guard, and I saw American media, he only averaged 14 points a game in the Euro playoffs. Yeah, playing against the best players in Europe. Exactly. It's not the league the Balls were playing in, man. All right? He's playing against Barcelona and shit like that.
Listen, Gabe, when it comes to like talent overseas, the only human being that I trust on ESPN is Fran Fraschilla. He's the only one that knows anything about any of these guys.
Yeah, Fran does scout overseas.
These idiots these talking heads don't know absolutely anything.
Playing in the fucking Euro Super League is a hell of a lot tougher than it is playing in the Big 12 or something like that.
Oh, if I had a young kid and he was a good basketball player, and I know that's where you and I disagreed a bit on the Balls. I don't hate the move. I just would like it if they were in a better league. That was more what I was, But no, I would take Doncic here if it was my pick, but Ayton will be number one.
So I'm looking at different sports books right now, big man, and I'm not seeing anything. Where are all the props for this shit?
Yeah, it's funny. They were up on one of the websites.
I know. I saw sort of, all right, over under fucking, where's Mo? Yeah. We talked about it, you and I.
Yeah.
Over under 5.5 and shit.
I believe we have, yeah. I don't know where they went. Like, they disappeared. They do this with NASCAR odds, too.
Like, back up. Yeah, well, NASCAR because of the qualifications and shit.
Yeah.
Right?
But, like, they'll
put them back up. They're just sort of, I guess it's World Cup weekend. They don't want to get beat over the weekend. So,
with NASCAR, keep in mind this week there is no NASCAR, but they do it all the time. Like, they'll put them up for a minute and then they'll take them down, put them up, take them up. It's weird, but
I don't series this week if you want to bet NASCAR.
Right. I don't know where the hell these fucking odds went.
Yeah, no, they'll be back up. So it's kind of tough. Me and Big Man want to go over the props a little bit. We'll have to do it later in the week. Like I said, so Doncic. So what do you think? Do you think he goes second overall? And
no, I think he'll. I think he could drop to 6. Frankly, I mean, really. I mean,
he's too good. I know what you mean, but he's just too good to fuck.
It's interesting because Atlanta has made it clear they want Trae Young. I've seen Trae Young in a lot of mock drafts at number 3.
I see someone else talking about trading up to get Trae Young. I think it's a mistake. Is Trae Young better than Buddy Hield?
No, I don't think Trae Young will be successful.
What's Buddy Hield in the NBA? He's not bad. Buddy Hield to me is better than Trae Young. Trae Young is skinny. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I'm going to be an idiot saying this for 4 years from now and he's the next Steph Curry. And that's what people hope he's the next Steph Curry, but I don't see it. I guess he can develop the body. I didn't like his he quit a lot of times when he didn't hit shots in college, when he got all cold and shit like that. He doesn't take it to the rack. I don't know. There's a lot not to like, but people said the exact same things about Steph Curry as they're going to say about Trae Young.
Right. And we also said Steph was undersized and all this kind of different stuff. And listen, I think Trae Young will be a good player. Like, I think he's like Mike Bibby. Like, I think he could be like a Mike Bibby type player. A very good player. I don't know if he'll ever be a Steph Curry type. I just think long term.
Mike Bibby was a good point guard, could distribute the ball.
I wouldn't consider
a shooter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because he is small and he's he is still very young, and he was, keep in mind, the only component on that team at Oklahoma. So he did get took a lot of shots. I mean,
Steph Curry, you can't tell me that Trae Young didn't play with better fucking kids in Oklahoma than Curry.
Well, no, and that's what I'm saying. They're the same player coming out of college. They're fairly. Most people are fairly, other than like
Bassler is saying he's not Isaiah Thomas. Trae Young ain't dropping 30 a game in the NBA. Fuck.
No, he didn't. Listen, if for me the pecking order is Ayton, Doncic.
Like Kyle Hamburg saying, one thing for certain in the draft is the Atlanta Hawks will fuck their pick.
Yes, exactly. and that's a great point. If they take Trae Young, that's a reach at 3. You could take a Marvin Bagley, if he's there, or I'm sure he'll go 2, but you could take a Jaren Jackson there and really improve your front court, which he needs to do.
Draft first. Ayton, let's say Ayton's going, it's minus 750. And of course, he played in Arizona. And he lived in fucking Phoenix. He grew up in the fucking area. So it's hard to pass up. And it's not just, it's a local pick. He is fucking a monster. He's a great player.
Yeah, he's going number 1.
So Sacramento Kings have the 2nd pick. And you and I talked about it. It seems to me that Bagley makes perfect sense for them. I mean, Lavissiere's okay. Cauley Stein is okay. But, they're not next level type shit. Bagley's, could be that guy for them. You got De'Aaron Fox there. You got Bagley, De'Aaron Fox. You got some pieces at least.
This is the perfect pick for the Kings. You have Willie Cauley-Stein, who's a natural defensive big. You have Bagley, who's more of a finesse, Chris Bosh type that can score the basketball really from anywhere on the court. I love this pick for Sacramento. I think it's going to work out perfectly. They're going to get a need. Bagley number 2 is straight. Perfect.
Because Bogdanovich is a good, nice player. Bogdanovich is a nice player. De'Aaron Fox is
Buddy Hield.
You've got Buddy Hield who came on and it showed flashes. And if Buddy was around some better players, they're still a little like this team. Like, you know what I mean? To me, Bagley is the slam dunk pick if I'm these guys. But
I agree.
But because you have De'Aaron Fox, so Doncic isn't the pick here for you. But to me, Doncic, like you said, it'll be interesting to see how far he falls. I imagine no further than 3 with Atlanta. So, Kyle, if you're Atlanta, don't you just take this kid? Don't you just take fucking Doncic with 3 if you're Atlanta big man?
I don't understand the thought process on why you wouldn't. I mean, why on God's green earth would you take Trae Young over Doncic? That makes absolutely 0 sense to me.
I'm hearing Jared Jackson. I see Jared Jackson there a lot, too.
Well, they need a big, too. But they have John Collins, so I don't know if I would take if I'm going to take a big, I would go Mohamed Bamba, frankly. But,
me too.
I would go point guard because Schroeder's on his way out. And if I'm taking a point guard, it's Doncic. I mean, there's no comparison.
Fuck.
I mean, it's such a stupid
Jackson. He'll put up numbers. So looking at their lineup here, Deadman's actually good. Deadman's not bad. It's a thing. They don't have anything. Like you said, they got John Collins,
who's okay player, but you need a center. You need a big. And look, Jaren Jackson's more of a defensive player. I want a scorer. I would love Bagley if I'm the Hawks.
If you're Atlanta and you just cleared the deck and you're looking to start over, Doncic is a fucking superstar.
Agreed.
You have the star to build around. Just take him for fuck's sakes.
Yep.
Don't take some Michigan State Spartan. Ooh, we're going to take Trae Young. Yeah, that's great. That's going to be great taking Trae Young. Fuck.
But it doesn't make any sense.
You can't build a franchise around Trae Young. Doncic is a building block. He's like Ben Simmons. He's a building block.
And this is what we're talking about with them fucking things up. This is a stupid thought process. This is, we're going to try to hit a home run and sell tickets. No, you sell tickets by being good and getting better. And Luka Doncic is that guy. You have to take him.
And Atlanta is a very, it's an urban market, a hip hop market type thing. You're going to bring in a fucking European dude that barely speaks English. I'm sure that's the way they're thinking at it too, from a marketing standpoint. If you're Atlanta, I don't have a problem with Mo Bamba at 3. I could live with that. The only thing is, all right, big, good for you. You got Bamba blocking shots and shit while you're getting killed by 38 still. You get a point guard that handles the ball, makes other players around you better. So suddenly he gets chemistry with another guy. And to me, you go Doncic here, but I don't know what the fuck the Atlanta Hawks will do. Kyle Hamburg's right. Who fucking knows, man?
It would totally be Doncic. I agree with you 100%. Jackson will go 4. Jaren Jackson 4 makes sense. They need, they need to go out and really kind of solidify, that because you have Marc Gasol there. I think if you add a 4 to go along with Gasol, you're going to get Mike Conley back healthy.
I know. I'm a Conley fan, and what a difference Conley makes for that fucking basketball team.
Sure. And they've had
Memphis like European style players and shit. I think Memphis will grab Doncic if he's there.
Well, sure, and that will make sense too. But you look at Memphis. I mean, you got to get some stability in that lineup. And you've had over the last 2 years, Gabe, they've had 40 different lineups.
They fire their coach every year. Fuck.
Yeah, they don't. There's no stability at all in that organization. And we remember only a couple of years ago, this team was making the playoffs.
Man, the Godfather, Tony Allen's one of my favorite. Man, he was great in his.
What a great defender! Yeah, he was one of the best.
Yeah, like you said, they were a scrappy team, man, and low budget, fucking, and get it done, and tough team to play. But yeah,
Zach Randolph and Gasol.
With Conley's the glue. Without Conley, it just fell apart for him. Like you said, there's no continuity. No offense to anyone if you live in Memphis, but it's not, it's one of the worst cities in the NBA. So it's kind of the players get depressed and shit, and the fan base isn't great. The Memphis Tigers are more popular. You know what I mean? Let's be real. I mean, the Memphis Tiger college team's more popular.
Or Tennessee football or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm not kidding. The Memphis Tiger basketball program is bigger. I've been to Memphis before. There's fucking billboards everywhere, bro, for Memphis basketball. There ain't shit for the Grizzlies. So Dallas, Mo Bamba, is it just too obvious?
I think it is. And I've said to you, many times, I think he's the best defensive player I've seen in this draft in 5+ years.
And last year you drafted Dennis Smith, an offensive player. So you got him. Now you bring in you're building a team if you get Bamba. You know what I mean?
And I think Mark Cuban. The thing you got to love about Mo Bamba is he is an absolutely exquisite kid off the court. Very smart, well mannered, well kept. Smart kid. He's not going to do anything stupid. He's teachable as well. I actually saw him in high school. He actually went to high school right near me, and he went to a prep school. And he was, I remember, nicest kid. I mean, he says yes to everything. He's gonna really learn and be a great pro. I think he would be an absolute knockout there for them. You have Yogi Ferrell and Dennis Smith. You have Harrison Barnes to play the 3. You're not going to have Dirk for much longer, so you're going to have to address that. I'll tell you where I'd go with the Mavs late in this draft, Gabe. I would go with Moritz Wagner. Let him play behind Dirk for one more year.
Oh, the new Dirk.
German Brotherhood.
My boy from Michigan.
You have Bamba there as well. I think this Dallas Mavericks team will be back pretty soon. I really do. I think they're a couple pieces away. They have a decent little core. Dirk is going to obviously fly off into the sunset, but if you can get a replacement, which I think Wagner would be a nice 4 in this league, a step out and shoot 4. You have Bamba to play really any defensive position. I think this is a nice little team down the road. I could see them kind of sneaking into the playoffs in a year or two.
Yeah, it really is amazing. Kyle Hamburg's right. The talent separate. You look at the rosters we just watched in the playoffs to some of these bottom feeder rosters. It's like, holy shit, fuck, man, they got nothing. Orlando drafts 6th. To me, it wouldn't shock me if they took Trae Young right there.
Yeah, if it was me, I would take Colin Sexton. I'm very high on Sexton. I think he's going to be a great professional. They probably will take Trae Young, but it will be a shame if Colin Sexton doesn't go in the top 10. I think he's good enough. Magic.
Sexton, Cleveland Cavaliers after they lose LeBron James.
Well,
if they know they're losing LeBron James, they're going to need a point guard scorer type guy.
I think he goes to Cleveland. Michael Porter goes to Cleveland, and I think Sexton, unfortunately, will drop a little bit. I think Sexton maybe goes to Charlotte or something. And it's a shame because he's such a good player. He's a smart kid. He's got a ton of basketball in him. He's a great player. It's a shame that he won't get top 10.
Now, Michael Porter Jr., of course, phenom player, but he got injured, and then he came back, played in the tournament, of course, but he wasn't himself. And now he had to cancel his fucking workout here in Chicago, which is a bad sign. Now, it doesn't mean that people are going to abandon him, but obviously there's some health concerns here with Michael Porter Jr. here, big man.
At the beginning of the season, when he was still in his recruitment, when he was still deciding where he was going to go to college. If the draft was the next day, Gabe, he would have went number one. He was the best player in the country.
It's a classic case of the one and done rule and shit. This kid would be a multimillionaire already.
Exactly. He'd be in the NBA. He'd be the top Michael Porter was the guy coming out of Nathan Hale High School. He was that good. And you go on to college hurt Michael Porter. I mean, it really did. I mean, the back stuff started flaring up. He had to fulfill, and then he tried to rush it and come back and play in the tournament, which I said from the beginning was a complete mistake. He should have played that 2 minutes and never saw the light of day again.
I can't disagree.
I don't know what they weren't winning the title.
Michael Porter Jr. would be a nice fit for the New York Knicks.
He would. It's unfortunate though. He's not gonna, I don't think he'll be around.
Along with the French kid there, the guy they drafted already, the point guard kid from
Nidaclina,
You think Porter, I don't know if he's going to be gone or not. The health issues are going to scare people away, man.
I think so, but from what I heard today, I believe he had they had an examination where all the teams were able to come and see, for themselves that he had a clean bill of health. Which, listen, backs are a tough thing, as you know, and all of us know. Backs are you never really know, but I think he's that good that you try it, and I think he'll be fine long term. But where it would be interesting, could maybe you see him going to Chicago, going to the Bulls? That could make some sense. They need a 3.
Yeah.
He'll get, these comparisons to different players that we've seen at the Bulls. And
Bulls draft 7th.
Yeah, I could see that as a place for Michael.
The Bulls draft 7th. Now, it's tough, guys. We get into the Knicks. They're drafting 9. We can tell you they should be able to get a decent player, though, the Knicks at 9.
I'd go Bridges all day, every day. Mikal Bridges.
Wouldn't shock me if they, does Philadelphia go local much with Villanova players? Not really, huh? I don't know who's drafting right now for the 76ers. Brown, right? He's running the
Brown. From what they said, it's going to be a organizational effort. But yeah, I think this. I'm getting more into Miles Bridges from Michigan State. I think that will be the pick. I think they want Mikal Bridges. We'll see. Bridges, I think, is the second best defender in this draft, other than Mo Bamba. I'm very high on Bridges. I would love to see him in Philadelphia, but I think the Knicks are going to grab him before they can. They're going to have to move up.
I'm looking for steals here. I'm looking for potential guys. You said Wagner. Wagner could be good.
Steals, I think Lonnie Walker is a possibility.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that too, but Lonnie Walker's a classic case, big man, of which he's either going to be a fucking oh, fuck, man, I can't believe people didn't draft this guy, or he's just going to be another guy in a bust. Like, don't you feel that? It's all or nothing with him.
Well, he's a local kid. He's another one I saw. I know his uncle. He's a smart kid. He loves basketball too. All these kids do, but he's a hard worker. I think I'd be more inclined to think he'll have success as opposed to failing. I don't know if he's a star in the NBA, but I think he's, a lot of people compare him to like a Rodney Stuckey type. I think we'll have a pretty solid NBA career. Will he be a star? Probably not. But I think he could be a guy that's kind of moving slowly up draft boards that I'm kind of excited about. I think Chandler Hutchison out of Boise, a good two-way player. He could be a guy that I think could have some real success at the next level. I like Kyrie Thomas as well out of Creighton, Gabe, shooting guard. He reminds me a ton of Drew Holiday. I mean, he even kind of looks like Drew Holiday, if you know what he looks like. He's a good defender, really kind of had a great senior season at Creighton, or junior season. I like him a lot out of Creighton University. What else do we have here? Colin Sexton's a steal. Yeah, I agree. Keelan Martin won't get drafted. D'Anthony Melton, agreed. I'm not a Josh Okogie guy. Zaire Smith, he's one that I have a feeling is a bit of a bust. He's really flown up boards that I don't know that I see. A half a season that he had, I'm not sure it was good enough. But we can make the same case with DiVincenzo. Mikal Bridges not in the same universe as Kawhi. Well, you have to remember, Master. I mean, Kawhi was a player out of San Diego State that was good. He wasn't great. I think out of college, I think it's a fine comparison. Mikal has to improve, but he's an older player at this point. He played 4 years. He can develop. I could compare him down the road. I could see it. He's going to have to work hard, but I could see that. I think it's a decent comparison coming out of college. Grayson Allen, late first round. I think he'll help teams. Javon Carter, I would say mid-second round. He'll get drafted because he's a good point guard. He's smart. I'll tell you what, a point guard that I really like is Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson could have a fine little career in the NBA. He won't be a high-level point guard that everyone has to have, but I think he could be a really solid player at the next level. Maybe start as a backup. Maybe go into Indiana. Indiana'd be a really nice spot for Jalen Brunson. I like
Brunson. Brunson's a good player, smart player, good basketball IQ, right? So a guy that could fit in.
Sure.
He'd be a good backup point guard. You know what Brunson reminds me of in the NBA? Could be like a Van Fleet type.
See, I had him more pegged as like, I think he has the ability to be a Mark Jackson type of player down the road.
That's high praise there.
Yeah, it is. And I'm going to go high with him. I think he's worth it. He's been undersized, but I like Yonte Maton, Kyle Hamburg, a lot. Maton is really impressive. Got great size. I think he's a mid-second round, kind of around where Kevin or Javon Carter will go. But I like Maton. He was a great player at Georgia.
Can't wait to start a college football, talking about all these colleges and stuff like that.
Yeah, we got to get to college football, man. I've been wanting to talk about Michigan.
Yeah. So I might as well bring it on here.
Yeah.
With the Michigan Wolverines. And guys, we'll get back to the NBA this week, obviously, with the draft coming. And I'm sure on Monday we'll have all the
maybe Tuesday we'll have them up.
Yeah, we'll have the props up and stuff. You mentioned Carter, the kid from West Virginia. Fuck, somebody better check his birth certificate.
Well, now he's in where he should be. He's with the big boys.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna fit.
He
right
really
in.
does look like him and Perry Ellis look like they're in their 40s.
Yeah, I know. There's some dudes.
But then again, look at DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton looks old too. There's no way he's 18.
Remember fucking Greg Odom, man. Greg Odom started.
Greg Oden looked like he was in his 50s. It's amazing. I mean, how are these guys 18?
Greg Odom looked like LeBron James does now as a rookie.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like he sort of looks like it's the same the Ohio thing, I guess. Like, but he's sort of like he had sort of like the man face, receding hairline, like he's been through a lot and shit. Like, he looked worn out by life, Odom, at like 21.
Type in DeAndre Ayton, and you can't tell me he looks 19. There's no way he's 19. He looks like he's like in his 30s. Amazing.
I talked about it today. After 9/11, all the baseball players, all the Dominican guys, they weren't really the age they said they were.
Danny Almonte did that, the kid from that Little League.
Yeah, Little League World Series even, exactly.
You ever see that ESPN 360 on him they did?
Yeah.
He's like a fat kind of now. He lives in like the Bronx. He's just like chills, you know.
Crazy, like, man.
Because him and I were around the same age. When that came out, I was around that age. And I remember I was so impressed with like someone my age was that good. And I'm like, to myself, this guy's like a fucking major leaguer, man. It's amazing.
The thing is, nowadays with the digital, everything's digital and shit. So it's hard to lie about that stuff. But
he literally threw a perfect game like every game he pitched. It was like, it was amazing.
But like, honestly, how many fucking times, man, do you think there was a fucking some Japanese kid or some other kid that you see that's like 6'4" and shit?
Yeah.
You don't know their birth certificates. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that was what happened with him. Like,
yeah, man, even in my leagues in Montreal and shit, and house leagues and shit, there was always fucking people cheating. Oh, the kid doesn't live in a neighborhood and he doesn't really go to that school. And it's always that bullshit. But like I said, now everything's computerized. So like in the old days, you just show up with a birth certificate. Yeah, here you go. Piece of paper. And nobody fucking knew if it was real or checked anything. Nobody gave a shit.
Gabe,
everything is computerized, so you can't. It's harder to cheat on anything nowadays.
Gabe, read that awesome dating site thing.
Oh, okay. Stalin should be more current going to show us. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Stalin's dead. Awesome dating site. Stalin's been removed. Fuck. I don't know if you've been in a coma a little while. You know, we booted him earlier. It must be a new, like, they must, like, I thought it was just sort of a bot, but earlier they were talking about Sandy Hook and shit. So I guess we got a conspiracy.
Did you? I also read recently, Gabe, on this.
You're in the wrong fucking chat, fuckface. See you later, Chairman Mao.
Oh man,
fucking.
Hey, what happened with Mick? I heard you were talking about Mick earlier. What happened there?
Oh, Mick. Yeah. We're gonna get Mick. Mick was on the chat. We're gonna get Mick on here in a few minutes. Mick fucking Mick's feeling World Cup fever, even though he's not a big soccer guy.
Yeah.
You know, Australia, France in the morning. And he said, we're going to fucking kick the shit out of those French frogs. And I don't think he meant any harm by it. But
is that offensive to you? Or
the fact is, yeah, it's an offensive term.
I've never heard that before, so I can't.
Yeah, it's an offensive term. We talked about this off the top of the program. And pretty much everybody except Drew feels it's offensive.
Well, for once, I actually agree with him. I never heard that. I don't agree with him. I never really.
Well, Mick didn't know. He's Australia, right? It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
And it's it's not quite like the an N bomb, but like somebody said earlier, it's like somebody used the example as it's like call someone a spick or something. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. I'm actually
sort of. It sounds crazy that it would sound like it's sort of a cultural slur, but think of whatever like slur is for each sort of culture, or language, or whoever. That's what it is for that, you know?
It's interesting. Before the 19th century, when France became Britain's main enemy, replacing the Dutch, the epithet was transferred to them because of the penchant for eating. Interesting. I never knew that.
Interesting. What? Because they ate frog legs?
I just never heard that.
Yeah. So yeah, Mick's a good. Mick's getting us off. No, Mick, I'm trying to save you from not looking like a racist on the internet. That's what we're trying to do.
Gabe, I will say, Mick, I didn't know it. I don't agree with it. I didn't know that was a. I didn't know that was a derogatory name. I wouldn't say that, Mick. That would be like calling, I don't know what they would call Australians. But.
Yeah. Like, look, we have a pretty edgier chat that's not very politically correct. And even this chat is like, yes, it's an insult. Like,
yeah, degenerate. I do remember that, but he didn't call him a frog. He just said he ate frogs. Like I didn't even think about that. Yeah, settle down. Mick Duke is his new name, Gabe.
I know. Mick, last week you came hard with the MAGA shit too. Fuck
yeah, what's happening with you, Mick? Mick Duke.
Mick fucking wanted to be known last week that if I was American, I would have voted for Donald Trump.
I mean, in his last couple outings, he's come on here and said that he supports steroid users. He loves Donald Trump, and he's using French epithets towards his friends.
See, I know. Last week, though, Mick, we liked the Aussie French kiss reference. That was good. Yeah, the Aussie French kiss was good, but
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, Mick said, well, you know what the difference between a Aussie French kiss and a French kiss is? It's the same thing, but down under.
Ah, I see.
Tell it to a chick, but
man, fuck you, big man.
Yeah, it's basically like if we said, that Australia is a fucking penal colony. You're all a bunch of fucking criminals.
Yeah, or like you're
all criminally insane. You know what I mean? Like it's not a good. See, we don't insult Australia, Mick.
Yeah, Mick, cut it out. I mean, you've supported steroid users, and fuck you, big man.
I know. The fact is, too, as someone just noticed, alert Eddie, being alert that he is. Mick's not showing a lot of remorse.
No, he hasn't.
You're like you'd say, "All right, I'm sorry, I didn't realize," but now you're challenging this, Mick.
Yeah, you're not even apologizing, Mick. Show some respect.
I didn't think it would turn into all this. All I said, I tweeted back to Mick. I said, hey, just, I wouldn't be saying that shit.
And aren't you trying to help him? I mean, I wouldn't be running around Canada calling people that, Mick. I mean, at least you did it here amongst friends,
Yeah. Mick, exactly.
Now he's flipping out on
Yeah,
Jazz.
now he's getting all real.
Get him on, Nick, Gabe. Come on, get him on now.
I'm going to give you a lick now, Mick, but I'm telling you, if you fuck around, Mick, you're going to piss me off. So
Get him on now. Get him on. I love it. Get him on.
I just fucking lost money tonight. I swear to God, Mick, if you fucking bring up the Carolina Panthers losing to the Broncos in the Super Bowl, I'm going to fucking, you're banned for like a month. Fuck.
Get him in. Get him in.
All right.
Settle down, Coco Bongo. Matt H hates Mick. Jesus Christ.
Why do I get the feeling it's going to turn into a shit show? Fuck.
I'd buy Mick a one-way flight home if I knew he wouldn't come back. He hates Mick.
What, a one-way ticket to Australia? You paid the $2,000?
That's what Matt H says. That would be like saying, Mick, go back to the Aborigines or something. You just can't say that.
Mick's a good guy. We don't want to put Mick in a bad situation, but we're trying to help you out, Mick. Don't dig yourself a deeper hole here. Fuck.
Malaysia Airlines one-way ticket. This is great. I love this. This is better than any club on a Friday night. Gabe, this is like better than any club. You should be proud.
Yeah, it's a bar. It's like a bunch of winners here tonight.
I love it.
We're waiting for an Australian guy to come in here to explain to him. To explain to Mick. All right, I don't even know. You know what, Mick? I know Mick's in the chat, and I just sent you the link, but I don't know if he's sharp enough to pick this up. Where's my phone?
He came in real quick last time.
Yeah, it's true. He surprised us.
Big Will says, make Canada great again by deporting Mick. This fucking chat is on fire tonight. It's funny.
All right. Yeah, everyone's free to their opinions.
Settle down, Philip.
Real 7-5 likes you now since you're all right with Nas.
Oh, I love Nas. Illmatic's one of the best
Nate
ever.
Brooks fucking is not a Mick fan either.
Wow, I love Nate Brooks.
The thing is with Mick, too, he can't handle a little ribbing. Look, right away, he goes into fucking telling us to fuck off.
Matt H is gone. Matt H left already. Matt H is like, fuck this. I'm out.
Holy fuck. Yeah.
Jazz says, banned Mick.
Yeah, Mick, this is Mick's tweet here. Now he's talking shit in a text to me. Fuck.
Oh, let's see.
It never fucking ends, man. I'm out there on Friday night. It's always drama with this fucking guy.
Seriously?
So seriously. Seriously, I won't come on. I've called people frogs for many years in Canada.
Jesus Christ, Mick. Show some fucking remorse, dude.
It's not my fault. You need to get the fuck out of Toronto.
Jesus.
I'm not really sure what me living in Toronto has to do with this, Mick.
Mick's scared, dude. What are you not coming on? What a joke. You call people that and then you won't come on. That's weak.
He's getting rattled because people are talking shit in the chat.
No, I'm not in my bedroom, Coco Bongo. I'm in my office.
Yeah, I'm in my bedroom. No, I'm in your mom's bedroom. Fuck. Can't you tell? You can't tell her. Hey, fuck. Hey, Miss Coco. Is my fucking Coco ready yet, bitch?
I'll come smack your ass later, baby. Just lay there. Your son Coco's really bothered me. Tell him to fuck off. Tell him to come home for dinner. It's time to go to bed. It's Pace's bedtime. Mick, come in, Mick. Stop being a bitch. Come in. Wow, he's really not going to come in. Amazing.
I'm going to fucking tell Mick right now. Let me text him here.
Either you're out of the Hall of Fame if you don't come.
They settle down, Mick. Settle down. with the settle down with fuck, I hate texting.
That's a good point, Jazz.
With the drama.
Mick acts like because he says it for years, that means it's good. People use the N-word for years. That doesn't mean that it's good.
Mick is in a fucking part of Canada where they're fucking rednecks and shit that fucking say this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to help you here, Mick, all right?
That's a good point. Take him to Montreal and tell him to start saying that. He'll get beaten up and robbed, probably. Settle down, Big Will.
Fuck, I hate fucking texting.
Big Will says, why don't you use talk to text, or does your Nokia 98 not have that feature?
Yeah. Settle down, Big Will. Like the jokes from these worldly gentlemen that fucking
They all have the newest gadgets.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. All right.
I'm waiting 5 more minutes. It's fuck.
All right. So this is what I texted him back here.
Move the phone.
Well, this is what I texted back here. Settle down with the drama. Settle down with the drama. I'm trying to help you, but I'm not going to beg you to come on. Like Mick's like Terrell Owens in the Hall of Fame. Like every Friday he pulls this shit. I think he's drunk, right? So he's hammered tonight. Mick's all hammered tonight. So he whenever he's drunk, he pulls this. Oh, well, I'm not gonna come on then, and fucking he wants us to beg him and shit to come on. Come on, Mick, come on. I'm trying to help you. You always take everything so seriously. We joke. You turn into a bitch. You start crying. You start freaking out about everything. If you want to come on, then come on.
What about Matt H's question, Gabe? Name a worse guest on Morency's program ever than Mick. I'll wait.
See, this is why he's getting pissed.
Well, he should come on and defend himself.
He's very sensitive about these things.
Mick, we love you, dude. Come on.
Mick knows we love him. We're trying to help you here, Mick, but I don't know why you're taking the wrong tact here. Like, you really are taking the Trump way out here. It's like double down. You know what I mean? There's good people on both sides there. Excuse me. I said good people on both sides.
Damn, I really want him to come on because I have a feeling as soon as I leave, he's going to come on. Oh, here he is.
He's going to come on like he's going to take forever and he's going to cause problems.
There he is. What's up, Mick? Hey, Mick. What's up, man?
Joining us from Edmonton, Alberta, Mick Aussie. Thank you, Kenny. Kenny Fong. Kenny
Yo,
Fong in the Sports Rage band.
Ty Rich's comment is great, man.
All right. Ty Rich saying.
What's going on, you weaklings?
Settle down. Hey, Ty Rich, settle the fuck down.
What's going on, you weaklings?
All right, hold on, fuck. Hey, what's up, fucking? What's up, Duke?
David Duke.
Who's Duke? Fucking
David-
Duke.
Lead of the Ku Klux
Mick,
Klan.
I thought you were fucking Australian. I didn't know you were South African.
Hey, are you talking to me? Who?
No, I'm talking to big man in Arizona.
You're the only one making racist comments, not us.
Hey, fucking.
Hey, big man.
Hey,
I've been
big
in
man, why
Canada.
don't you tell Mick, big man, about how fucking all you people in Arizona right now are very upset.
Yeah, we're actually have a big French community down here, Mick, and we're not happy with your comments tonight.
Listen, big man.
French community.
No, hang on. You just said you didn't think there's anything wrong with it. I've been in Canada 20 years. I have heard many Canadians, and it's a slight diss. It's a slight diss.
Keep in mind, Mick, I don't live in Canada.
Well, shut the fuck up so I can tell you what's going on.
Mick,
it's a slight diss, mate.
Settle down.
It's like the French eat frogs at a restaurant. It's a slight diss. You can diss any country a little bit. Like the New Zealanders are sheepshaggers. Us Aussies are criminals. The Yankees are just Yankees, whatever, right? And it's a slight diss. Just because Gabe got in fights in Montreal as an English Canadian with the French, that's not my problem, mate. And my girlfriend said there's nothing wrong with. She goes, yeah, every country you can diss a little bit. Like, fuck off.
Now, Mick,
call the French frog. That's not a huge insult. It's a slight diss. Oh, what? We can't diss the French? Fuck off.
Shut up for a second. First off, what do you mean I never got in a fight with any French people.
Well, why are you so upset about it? Why are you so upset about it?
I'm trying to help you, but I'll tell you what, Mick. If you want to be a fucking idiot tonight, be a fucking idiot. It'll be the last time you're on the fucking show right now, all right? I'm trying to fucking help you and joke around. You want to come in here acting all fucking serious, I'll tell you right now, your girlfriend's fucking wrong, okay? Is it fucking clear or fucking enough? You think it's a big joke right now? Your girlfriend is wrong. I'm trying to help you because I like you, Mick, but if you want to be a fucking asshole about this,
you're from Montreal, mate. You're from Montreal, and it's not apparently appropriate out here. I live in the West, mate. People out here don't like Quebec people.
I don't
for
give
certain
a
reasons,
shit
mate.
fucking people
I had a mate.
Mick, I don't give a shit what people out fucking west like, okay? I don't.
Oh, you're coming to live here, aren't you?
Mick, you've got basically 30 fucking seconds, Mick, to change this, or I'm gonna fucking hang up on you. I'm dead fucking serious.
Yo, what is up with him? Jesus Christ, man.
Holy fuck. Guy's a fucking nut job.
Jesus Christ, man.
Well, I told you he should have come on.
I mean, he was acting way out of line, I thought. Wow, that was intense.
We'll do it live.
We can expect him not to be back on.
Oh, he'll be back. It's all right. Now he's just going to text me all angry all night. Fuck. All right. Everybody happy now?
I was trying not to fucking laugh, man. It was bad. I mean, it's kind of like saying, well, if we live in the South, I mean, we all say the N-word down here, so it's okay. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter what the West. It's not right. You shouldn't say it.
Hey, listen, it's all good. It's all good. We love it. It's all good. There's nothing. It's all. Said dissed his girlfriend. Not cool.
Well, she was wrong. That Ty Rich comment was fucking hilarious. I've never seen him take off his hat. That was amazing. So, I mean, if this isn't take France tomorrow, I don't know what will.
I hope France win fucking 8-0.
10-0.
Yeah, I know. I forgot the.
So I'm guessing the tennis match is off.
Nick Aussie, everybody. Nick Aussie, everybody. Yeah, I blame you, big man. You're the one. You're like, get him on, get him on. I was like,
I thought we could talk this out like adults, but I mean, he just would not back down off that.
Listen, I raised it up a notch, but like you said, he was just burying himself, big man. I'm trying.
What was up with the fight comment? What was that all about?
He's making shit up.
And then he's like, I live in the West. We say that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's like someone saying, oh, I live in the South, so that's the way we talk.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's like that's not the right way to talk, though. I mean,
yeah, like exactly. I like Mick, and Mick's not fucking racist. I wish I never would have said that. I should have sent him a private message before, but he really seems to think that like he doubled and tripled and quadrupled down on this. Eventually, I got pissed off.
yeah, that was pretty out of line by him. Who said this? Chad Costanza. You could use a toothbrush, like the soft bristle toothbrush. I don't know. It depends what you're trying to clean, though. Cornmeal works on suede if you have oil stains or something. I would try that. But generally, water should work. I would think with some kind of toothbrush. You could use vinegar too. Vinegar will work.
Fucking Mick, fucking Friday Night Drama with Mick Aussie.
So is he definitely not coming back, or?
No, he's not coming back. I think it's best for the night.
All right. Yeah. Well, listen, I thought he would kind of come off of his weird opinions. He didn't like the Duke comments, I don't think.
No, he doesn't know who David Duke is.
Okay.
No. Listen, Mick's a good guy, and he doesn't mean any harm. I've known him a long time. My thing with Mick is why I got so upset. It's just his stubbornness, as you see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't scold him when he came on, right? We were busting his balls. We cracked a couple of jokes, and he came right out with, "Fuck you guys," and "you fucking pussy," and fucking.
Well, I mean, the first thing he did was go like this. He goes,
"Hold on, what do you?" Yeah.
He went like this right away when he comes in. It's like, I mean, like you can't come off your stance at all. No, they're not Matt H.
Although
the Mets won't trade him.
JJP saying we all got racist. Mick's not racist.
Well, I don't have any. Not that I know him.
Mick's not racist. He really isn't. I've known him a long time.
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me.
A lot of people, to be honest, they don't think that the word is whatever. You know what I mean?
Like, I definitely think when he's like drinking beers around his friends, he says like that frog stuff a lot. Like,
the thing is, when he said, "Oh, people out here in Alberta hate Quebec," fuck.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Especially, I'm from Quebec, big man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's kind of
where I said, well, and where I'm from, big man, we all hate Albania. Fuck. What am I going to say to you? You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess here's where I will. If he had like a historical issue with French, like they did something to his people or something, like I hate Serbians. Like I hate them.
War crimes though.
Like I hate them.
Yeah.
But like if he has no real like there's no historical issue like with it. I don't know. Just isn't. He's just doing it to be a dick, really. You know.
Yeah, Babano went heel earlier in the week, and Mick just stole the thunder of the heel of the week.
Did he do that?
Yeah. Babano.
What did he do? I didn't hear that.
Babano's sick of the Soup Fest talk. Oh yeah, you saw it. He fucking went on the anti-chocolate.
Okay. Yeah. Well, listen. I mean, the Soup Fest thing will be hard to live down. You know.
Kyle Hamburg has to go back and watch this tonight.
Settle down, Sonny Vega. I mean, it's kind of offensive, but like I always just laugh because of Mick. Like I don't know. Gabe was laying into him, and I will admit he's a tough fuck, though. He doesn't back down.
No, he's stubborn. Man, Mick's a stubborn guy.
Yeah, Ian Cameron and Mick also would be an interesting show because they're both like incredibly like token white, so like they would say like a lot of stuff probably that would be it'd be like a little offensive.
Kyle Hamburg says Mick lasted 1 minute 24 seconds.
Is that it? Yeah, it didn't seem like very long.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what, Babano? You're right. That's the experience. That's the experience of Mick Aussie when you've been around him. When you've been around him, you'll see it all.
Jazz messaged Mick on Twitter. He's probably already hit me up a couple of times. When I said that thing about his record, he literally commented on everything I did. Juan Ramirez says I'm an idiot. I don't know who that is.
Right. Mick says he's going to tweet his AFL picks out. Yeah, thanks for the reminder, LP Joe.
Damn, did he just message me? I think he messaged me. Damn, he blocked me on Twitter. That little fuck.
Who did?
Mick.
What, right now?
Yeah. Is he serious?
Nah, there's no way he blocked you.
He unfollowed me though. Wow. Fuck you, Mick.
He didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
You sat there.
He really unfollowed me. That's amazing. Yeah, shouldn't he be removed off the Hall of Fame list, Gabe? Maybe. That seems like a fireable offense.
Nah.
I mean, Clam Chowder would never do that.
No. Clam Chowder is not a troublemaker.
Damn.
No, we're not going to. No, he's not losing his Hall of Fame status. In fact, I hate to say it, but that's why he has Hall of Fame status. That's why he has Hall of Fame status, because of his insanity. And the thing is, though, it's like I told him in a text here. I said, listen, on my shows before it was different and shit. Like, this is SBR. It's not, his forum to just fucking yell at us and get crazy and shit,
Yeah.
That's my whole point. And like I said, it's not like he's fucking, we were joking about David Duke. It's not a David Duke situation. He's from Australia. He doesn't know these little slangs, but I was trying to help him out with this, but he kept doubling and tripling down about out west and then fuck Quebec and shit. So I got pissed off. I didn't even disconnect him. He got pissed off because I got pissed off. But yeah, Mick will pardon himself. Send it to the Sports Rage Senate.
He's reading my message. He's not responding.
He should be president. You guys heard it. Out west, it's okay. And I was telling him it's new.
You missed it, Jomo. We already talked about that. But I think we both do, yes.
I'm waiting to see here. If he would have come back on after right away, 2 minutes later, we would have let him back on to clarify everything. Oh, look at this. Guest rescued from elevator after outage at Circus Hotel.
That place is a shithole, man. Jesus Christ.
Fucking 2 people got whacked there last week, and now fucking people getting stuck in the elevators.
Yeah. What is up with that?
I won't be staying there when we go back. I don't want to get the room where people got whacked. I don't know what room it was. It was in the courtyard suite where we were, too.
Is Alberta kind of like a country? Is that kind of country almost? Like kind of like redneckish?
Yeah, like Alberta, exactly. Like it's the most, they hate liberals and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
It's like cowboy hats and fucking,
Yeah.
They hate the rest of the country.
He said, well, I don't give a fuck, Gabe, actually, because the French Canadians and other Canadians have called me an Aussie criminal, and I just laughed it off.
It's not the same thing, Mick. I don't call you an Aussie criminal, but it's not the same thing. And the thing is, why Mick has a hard time getting it, too, because Mick's never lived in Quebec, right? So if you're out, you're not there and you're around other people that use the talk like that, then you're not going to think that he's like, wow, everyone says that out here when they talk about Quebec or whatever. Look, people in England, like we had the British guys in the chat earlier in the program saying that they say it about people in France. And I said, honestly, listen, it's not the worst thing in the world to say. Let's not make this bigger than it is, which just happened. But they were honest. Ken Peacock, I said, you mean it as an insult? And he's like, yes, I do. Right? So,
I have to say it, and before I wrap this up,
the best thing. It's like saying spick or wetback, or
sure.
It's it's something like that.
I have to say this, and I've been wanting to say this about Mick, and I would have said it if he was on the air, but I'll say it now. And maybe you can clarify this. He has to be the biggest fraud football fan I've ever seen. I mean, seriously. I mean, every time I see this guy, he's in an Edmonton Eskimo shirt. Yes, he tells me how much he roots for the BC Lions. Listen, Gabe, that would be the equivalent of me, who's an Eagle fan. That'd be like me wearing a Chicago Bears jersey and then a Seattle. I mean, I'd be vilified.
Nah, you know what? I think if you wear a throwback Walter Payton jersey, no one's vilifying you.
I know that, but like what? But what kind of football fan does that though? Like, wears different teams. Like, I don't get it.
Now he's really gonna fucking hate you online. So yeah, in conclusion, because I know he's probably still watching right now, and even if he isn't, yeah, Mick's not a bad guy. We're not telling you that, oh, fuck him and everything. I know things got heated, but I've known him a long time. Things have gotten heated before. It is what it is. I'm trying to help him. He's had a few drinks. It's not the end of the world, this. You know what I mean?
This is why you don't drink.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Fuck. I got pissed off, but it's no...
Well, Mick, we were hoping to chat with you tonight. Guess it's not going to happen.
Crip shirt with the blood hat. That was quite the adventure, wasn't it, guys? Like, it's almost like we have to end the show. I don't even know. Like, where do we go from that after that?
I don't think there is anywhere to go.
It was like Mick just dropped a nuclear bomb on us.
I'm definitely excited to go back and watch that, though.
My neighbors probably fucking think, like, holy fuck. Like, my neighbors think I'm nuts. Like, who they think I'm yelling at. They're like, man, this guy's poor girlfriend in there. Holy shit.
Did they ever call the cops on you? Did you ever have that?
No. Yeah, Sonny Vega killed it today. And to make matters worse, I'm running out of fucking rolling papers here, which I'm really not happy about.
What do you think Mick's doing right now?
Bitching about us, probably.
To his girl, right? Yeah.
Well, listen, he says I upset his girlfriend or I insult her. I didn't insult her. I didn't say anything bad about her. I just said she's wrong on this. But if his girlfriend's Dutch and she lives out west, I mean, she's not the right person to be asking. Just give me 1 second.
I mean, now I'm seeing a picture of him on Twitter with red black gear on. Like, who does this guy root for? Does he root for Ottawa? Does he root for Edmonton? Does he root for the? I don't get it. Like, who the hell does this guy root for? Like, he literally roots for every team. I've never seen that before. I love Croatia, JP. Yes. He's a fan of 7 of the 9 teams. What? Seems weird. I've never heard of that before. Oh, I'm just an NFL fan. I like 16 teams.
No, I won't call them out. I wear a lot of different jerseys, but if you'll notice, most of them are throwbacks, and I'll never wear. Like I'm a Michigan fan. I've been a Michigan fan since the 70s, but I have a Florida fucking Atlantic jersey. I have a few others, but like I would never wear another Big Ten team. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would never wear like any in the Big Ten. You'd never see me. If you notice, guys, no one has ever seen me in a Jets, Patriots, or Dolphins jersey.
I mean, I just wore jerseys for like fashion statements. I never wore them because like I liked the team.
All right. So before we get you out of here, you keep saying about Michigan. Win total's 8.5, right? 9, 8.5, depending on the place.
Yeah.
I think they have potential to be a 10-2 team.
Yeah, I think this is the season for Michigan. It's got to be the season because the thing of it is, and Jim Harbaugh's going to be really under the mic show. I think he already is, but you have a quarterback finally. I've said before, I think it's the best quarterback they've had maybe ever. I mean, this kid Shea Patterson's really good. I mean, I think he's
highest blue chip quarterback since, let's say, the Drew Henson, because Tom Brady wasn't even that much of a blue chip, even though he was good. But Drew Henson was the last. Drew Henson was going to be the #1 pick in the NFL draft, so he was big time.
Like, yeah, over the next 2 years, he has the real ability to be one of the best quarterbacks they've ever had. He's got a full complement of receivers. Grant Perry's back. Peoples-Jones is back. You have a great run game. Defensively, they're one of the best defenses in the country. I mean, their secondary is fantastic. Rashawn Gary's amazing. I really like Michigan a lot. They have to perform this year, and I think they will. I think John Runyon leads that offensive line. I would be very surprised if they don't get to the Final Four. I really think they're that good.
That schedule's fucking tough. Open up at Notre Dame. They get everyone, too. They got to play Wisconsin, Michigan State, Penn State, Notre Dame, and they wrap up at Ohio State. Pretty brutal schedule. That's my concern.
Yeah, but at some point, you got to beat Ohio State. Okay, you got to stop making excuses on why you can't beat them. This has to be the year for them. Most of the games are at home. I mean, for the most part, which is good. Penn State's going to be a bit more down this year. I'm not sold on Michigan State. Ohio State will be good, but at some point you got to put up or shut up.
No excuse. If Harbaugh wants to be the man and earn his fucking money, then go into East Lansing and win. Go into Columbus and win.
And they're favorites against Notre Dame to open the season. That's going to be a tough game, but they'll find a way to get the job done. Northwestern's decent. Maryland will be improved. Wisconsin, you get at home. You're going to get Penn State at home. That last game of the year, I think, is going to be for the Final Four. I have a feeling that's going to be a gigantic game, and it's a question of can they go into the horseshoe and win a game. I think this year they'll finally be able to do it.
Big man on campus.
Love it.
Big man, I know it's been what a draining week, with all the soccer and everything. And man, it sucks the way the football game went tonight. A bad beat there, man. Unbelievable, about half the point. But tomorrow's a new day. We'll keep it rolling. All those parlays and everything we hit. Listen, a few of those goal bets could be in trouble right now. Like the rush under 5.5 isn't winning.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a tough one unless they get eliminated and don't score the rest of the time.
Yeah, unless they get shut out too. I'm not really counting on it, but for the most part, all the parlays are alive. There's nothing really, Uruguay losing today would have been bad, or a draw would have been bad.
Yeah, them losing would have been tough.
We escaped there. That was good.
Well, Gabe, I'm heading to the shore on Sunday, so I'm going to be legally betting for the next couple weeks. So I'm out. I'm going to get out of here for a while. So I'm out.
Nice. Nice. So you're going to be betting at the window, huh?
I'll be at Borgata. Yep, for sure. Over the next couple weeks, for sure. World Cup in real life.
Big man on campus. Great stuff, big man.
Thanks, buddy. See you later. See you guys. Hey, if you see Mick, tell him wise up.
Getting too old for this shit. Getting way too old for this shit. I think Mick sabotaged our computer system. No, when Big Man logged out, Google Hangouts fucking froze. What a night, fuck. I lose that CFL game by half a point in the worst possible beat. And then fucking, I got to wind down. Fuck, Mick upset me. Not really upset me. Like, I'm not upset, but he upset me at the second there. The late night degenerate bets are going to be the soccer in the morning. We're boycotting the AFL thanks to Mick. No more AFL talk. No, AFL. Mick said he's going to tweet his AFL picks. So check Mick Ossie's Twitter account. He's going to tweet the AFL picks. Coming up here, we got St. Kilda and Gold Coast. Hawthorne and Adelaide. Only 2 games tonight. Gold Coast and St. Kilda is a train wreck, man. It's like 3-8 versus 1-10. It's like bottom feeder stuff. I'd pass on that. Gold Coast are fucking terrible, but I'd pass on that game. And then you got Hawthorne and Mix Adelaide Crows. Adelaide aren't as good as they normally are. Yeah, Adelaide seem to have problems, fuck. Their scoring keeps going down, I'm seeing here on a weekly basis. I don't know if they've got injuries or what the deal is, but I don't say this to pick on Mick, but his Crows are going down. That's the late night degenerate bet if you want. I wouldn't lay the 16.5 points, but they're minus 213 on the money line. So if you want to get a nice head start on the soccer, take the Hawthorne Hawks. Hawthorne Hawks to beat the Adelaide Crows. The minus 213 if you want to play it standalone. And if not, you could parlay it with like France in the morning. Hawthorne Hawks in France pays minus 120. Hawthorne Hawks France and Argentina pays plus 145. That's pretty nice right there. That's my late night suggestion. You could either lay 213 with Hawthorne. That game's not till like 5 in the morning or something, though. But you could lay the and it's funny because France isn't until fucking 6, right? It's actually pretty soon in 4 hours. If France is at 6 in the morning, what time is this Hawthorne game at? It's 5:35. So there's your breakfast parlay if you want to get it going. Hawthorne Hawks on the money line. France and Argentina parlay plus 145. That'll get your Saturday morning rolling. If you don't want to wait for Argentina, you can do it. It's minus 120 with France. Or if you want to take Hawthorne and Argentina and not France, then that's minus 105. But I'd just go with all 3. And you know what? I think Croatia is going to beat Nigeria tomorrow. So let's just say we see what that parlay is. France, Hawthorne money line, France, Argentina. The Peru-Denmark game, I don't know. Croatia went down to minus 125 right now. This parlay is plus 341. Hawthorne, Argentina, France, Croatia. Plus 341 parlay. Ugh, fucking disappointing fucking night, man. We've had a good run recently. We got a lot of futures in. That's one thing and I knew this coming into the World Cup that I didn't want to have days like this where it's like roller coasters and I'm panicked about soccer games and fucking these games are every 4 years, man. Crazy shit happens. We can all break this shit down and try to predict. Nobody predicts that it's going to be 3-3 and there's going to be fucking penalty kicks in the first minutes. Ronaldo's going to hit a free kick in the last minute and Iran's going to fucking win and not get a shot on goal and win on an own goal. And you can't predict this shit. The World Cup produces drama. You can predict who's going to sort of advance and stuff, but game by game or totals, it's stressful. So I'm glad that I sort of learned a lesson and fucking jumped in on all these futures and stuff. But I dodged a bullet today with the Portugal tie, and then I hit the nice fucking plus 500 to start the CFL game. But my money management was bad. I started just fucking, let's put everything in. I shouldn't have done that in hindsight, but it looked like a smart move at the time when the Argos were moving down the fucking field all the fucking time. Plus 7.5. Fucking lose by half a point. You got to be kidding me. Welcome to the CFL. Oh, yeah, but tomorrow night, I'll be on Patreon tomorrow night. Maybe we'll bring Mick on Patreon tomorrow night, round 2. I'll be on Patreon tomorrow night. During Mick's BC Lions, actually. For the record, tomorrow, lay the points with the BC Lions. They're going to beat Montreal like 35-10 or something. 35-14. Generally, I don't like laying 7 points or 7.5 points, but BC is going to mess Montreal up tomorrow. The Calgary-Hamilton game should be a higher scoring game. It's going to go over the 54. We'll be on watching the games tomorrow night on Patreon. Patreon.com/sportsrage. I see the thumbs down are a little low tonight. How about a thumbs up on the way out? Not for me, but for SBR. Do it for the children. See you later, Babado. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, Chad Spriggs. Sonny Vega. Fucking Sonny, man. You're a troublemaker, Sonny. He changed it. Come on, Sonny. With friends like you. Kyle Hamburg's watching. Don't worry, Sonny. It's all good. We all want peace. There was no violence or anything. It was just heated. It was just heated. I didn't lose a ton. I lost one bet at the end of the night. It's all right, Sonny Vega. It's like they say, locker room talk. Yeah, we'll see you next week, April. I can't wait. And you know what? The Argos actually be in a good spot, April. They played like shit tonight. They'll be better next week against Calgary. Best case scenario is Calgary kills Hamilton tomorrow, and then Calgary comes to Toronto next Saturday, and we hit the Argos in the over, and we win. We're going to have a great time at the game. $5 a week, Trevor. It's going to be it's going to be a great time next Saturday at the Argo game. Looking forward to it. All right, so as we stated, tomorrow we're parlay. We already have France to win in the back end of a parlay, but we're going to take France in a parlay with Argentina, Hawthorne, and Croatia, plus 3-4-1. Try to get the morning rolling with that. Tomorrow night, I like the BC Lions. I'll be up while watching the games. I'll be up watching the games in the morning. Thanks to Big Man on Campus.
Please, will you do me a kindness? Please. Yeah.
Will you do me a kindness? Yeah, man. Kindness I need, like, holy shit, after this day, after this week. Well, this is why I get paid the big bucks, baby. Bring it on. We just drive the bus, man. I'm like a bus driver. The passengers are crazy, but that's the route that we choose to take. We could drive in the suburbs, but fuck that. Thanks to Big Man on Campus. Thanks to Mick Aussie for his great appearance tonight. 1 minute and 24 seconds. Thanks to you for tuning in. We'll see you in the morning online bitching about the soccer. Fuck. Hopefully Lord Gambler throws us a couple of bones after the bad break tonight, but we can't complain. We had a bunch of great breaks today, but we flew too close to the sun. Other than that, you, me, and everyone else, you're on your fucking own later.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be walking in and out to get a fucked up and I got to come back.
I don't that make any difference to me at this juncture. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Tony. Don't slam the fucking door. No more. Listen, I got to give a clue here now. I don't want any more bullshit anytime during the day from anyone. That includes me. It's going to be very hot, going to be very uncomfortable for everybody. Want anybody yelling? We get anybody yelling around here anymore today, and then the shit is going to hit the fan. And